sorry if
Welcome to my
viewers hear me chewing. I'm just finishing off the last of my food.
I may also be chewing. This is an eat-along stream, so make sure you get out your sandwiches and your snacks.
Thankfully, my food
And
is
drink.
not crunchy or anything, so it won't be loud chewing.
I was gonna say, drink your goddamn water, please. Stay hydrated. Oh, this is so much more crunchy than it was before.
So I think we ended last stream doing literally everything we possibly could, except for the main story and random bullshit quests. So I think at this point we just have to do the main plot.
At least for a while.
Yeah, for like a mission, and then we talk to everybody again. I have not played this since we last streamed it, so I'm gonna be rusty.
Oh, we need to remember to talk to Vetra in the armory at some point.
Yeah, but I don't think she goes there till after this story mission.
Probably not. Oh, right. I think I looked up the chain for this mission because you were like, I don't think it's very long. And then I looked it up and there's like fucking 15 some odd steps.
Keep a stealth, Callow.
No
sense picking a fight just yet.
Oh god, this is so crunchy. I'm sorry. Remove that from my mouth so it helps a little bit.
But there's something else. That's an initiative ship tethered to it.
Oh, whoa.
Arc Parchero.
Confirmed. It matches the Solarian Arc. Readings suggest it has been here for some time.
Well, that changes things.
How much time? I mean, look. Solarians don't have long to live. They can't be here that long. Oh, that's right. I have a Krogan hammer.
Yeah, that would be a bit of an issue. I think sometimes this game forgets that Solarians don't live as long.
We found the Solarian Arc. Sam, tactical. It looks like the Archon captured it. The ships are tethered. What's the plan? I'm working on it. Sam, connect me to the Moshai.
On screen.
Ryder, it's good to see you again.
We've located the Archon ship. It's more complicated than we thought, so I wanted to make sure we knew what we were looking for.
It was a large remnant relic depicting Meridian. It's in his private chamber. His sanctum, he called it. He's very proud of that relic.
Right up until we steal it.
The Archon isn't to be trifled with. He has no regard for the sanctity of life, not as we know it. Be confident, Ryder, but be cautious.
I understand. Thank you for your help, Moshai.
Of course. I wish you well.
Okay, play this right. Not only do we get away with the relic, we save the Solarians. I say we get onto the Ark, assess the situation, and then sneak onto the Ket ship through the tether.
A feasible approach.
We're going to Florum because that's the last crystal that the Kaiser has not did shit to yet.
Yeah.
You heard the Moshai.
So that's where I am.
The Archon's capable of anything.
If he's done anything to those Solarians, he'll find out what we can do.
Ryder.
Rip his fucking head off.
Whatever you need. Those are my people.
We'll get them back. Now let's make this one count.
I mean, I guess we have a Solarian pilot, but it is a little sad we don't have a Solarian teammate.
Tempest, we're in.
So far, no unusual activity from the Ket ship.
So my mom apparently bought Mass Effect Andromeda the other day. Oh no!
Access a terminal. I can assess the situation.
Did she? Oh no, dear. Honestly, would this be better or worse without prior knowledge?
This game kind of is both. It does have things in place. Sorry, one sec. I have food in my throat.
Oh, you're okay.
It has things in place if you haven't played a Mass Effect before. Like, there's a tiny little museum thing where you can get a quick summary of, like, all the races, like, histories and stuff. But it is also kind of out of the way, and I don't imagine anybody who's not naturally prone to exploring is going to find it. And, like, you can ask questions about stuff that you would have been able to get in the 3 games. Like, if you've never played the original 3 games, you can ask Krogans about the genophage and what that shit is about. Stuff like that. You can play it on its own. I don't recommend it.
I mean, she might have an okay time. I mean, for what it's worth, a lot of the, like, the actual gameplay plays a bit better than the original Mass Effects, if only because, like, combat is better.
Yeah, it definitely plays better. She discovered her love of running around a game and doing nothing but looking around in Breath of the Wild. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to run around and do nothing, then this is definitely a game to do that in. She might also like Red Dead 2. I don't know. That is also a game where you run around and do nothing.
And die of tuberculosis just like everybody else.
Never. It was a cryptography key associated with Solarian intelligence services. I have unlocked it.
The Pathfinder is responsible for exploring and assessing.
I mean, your mom knows what she likes, which I appreciate that.
This is Captain Hager of Ark Pachero. If you are receiving this message,
my mom likes really lengthy, like RPG style games, but she refuses to finish them sometimes because she's like, well, if the story ends, then it's sad. And I'm like, I swear to God, if you don't finish fucking Fable, I'm going to just lose my shit.
How does the ship look, Sam?
Some cat infrastructure has been added, but the Ark systems are operational.
For a second, I thought how I was supposed to get around this, and I remember this is a Mass Effect you can jump in.
Yeah, it's the only Mass Effect with a jump button.
Easy isn't what I'd call it.
If the right Solarians are still on board, this might work.
For some reason, that just made me think of Illbleed.
It wants me to scan something.
Just give...
Oh.
Let's hope their Pathfinder can make sense of it.
Is there a body. Oh no.
The medical terminal may provide
100% Solarian.
That's good. As opposed to what combination?
73%? I don't know.
How ominous would that be?
I already scanned it. What do you want me to do?
Medical terminal? I think you have to go around to the thing on the side to figure out what killed him, maybe. Or not? How do you figure out what
murdered you?
Well, at this point, you're the bad person.
Did I mess something up? Hang
on.
Oh, console.
Oh, there you go.
What did their records say about the Solarians, Sam?
Really? We couldn't move the fucking marker over a few guy?
Shit.
Oh no.
The guy we're looking for. We can't catch a break.
It's almost like it's a video game or something.
However, initiative records indicate Pathfinder Raker is female. This patient is male.
Oh, it's a cover-up. A really bad cover-up.
Who is this really?
I have his DNA signature from your scan. Locate a sequencer to confirm his... The DNA of the deceased Solarian matches colonist Jex Arlen.
So they switched them, trying to hide their Pathfinder. Let's check this colonist stasis pod, see if anyone's there.
I've marked the pod row.
Leave it to the Solarians to pull a sneaky maneuver like that. Sure are a lot of pods gone.
I'd like to think they got away before the Ket showed up.
Maybe. But that Captain Hager seemed pretty worried.
It appears the Ket have been offloading pods and equipment from the Ark.
No good will come of that.
This isn't Jex Arlen's pod.
Thanks.
This isn't the pod we're looking for.
Okay.
This is the deceased Solarian's pod. Yet I
Why
detect a female Solarian
why were there multiple options?
I think we found their Pathfinder. Let's get her out.
You need to access stasis controls to revive her.
Sound fucked up when I... Okay, never mind.
I liked how you jumped up there like using a shotgun was going to be able to open a cryopod.
Hey there. Take it slow.
I wonder if Solarians have a fear of getting like their eyes poked out.
Stasis recovery is almost immediate.
Because like, holy smokes, their eyes are huge.
Who are you?
Ryder, Pathfinder for the human arc.
Where's Alec?
Didn't make it.
Funny story about that one.
Oh. This is madness. Stasis was a mistake. I should never have agreed to it.
You're very tall for a Solarian.
Yeah, actually.
A leader leads.
I think a lot of the Solarians are tall in this game.
A hostile species. An armada set upon us. Our captain saw no choice but surrender. Said we'd live to fight another day.
That or I'm very short.
He convinced me to hide in the general population and to dismantle my SAM so
gremlin energy. I think she's shorter than almost everybody.
I see.
We're the rescue party. We're heading into the Ket vessel to gather intelligence. Wake up a flight crew and ready the Ark for escape. On my signal.
That'll be no trouble. And then I'll work on freeing the Ark.
He looks like he's got a lot of robot parts.
It might just be the suit design, but I don't know. They never mention anything about like cybernetics.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing about Mass Effect that it feels weird to me is like nobody has like prosthetic limbs like ever.
We don't want to alert the enemy.
Yes,
except for I guess Cyborg Ninja, who we brutally murdered because he had it coming.
Yeah, even like Joker didn't have any like cybernetic like assistant thing for his legs.
Yeah.
We'll be ready.
There's like no robotic body parts whatsoever.
Also, I'm surprised they didn't just make him like wheelchair bound, considering his condition.
Tempest, we're in the tether, going across to the Ket ship now.
A little bit.
So far,
at the very least, you would think you would have like a wheelchair for like part time.
Yeah. Oh,
okay, we keep this quick and quiet, and they'll never notice.
I'm guessing somebody on the story team didn't want to try to figure out the logistics of trying to fit in Joker's wheelchair into things.
That's true. Him having a wheelchair might like really fuck with like pathing.
Right into that one.
Ships aren't wheelchair accessible in the universe. I gotta wonder. Because if you're not gonna give people cybernetic like stuff to help them, like surely there are still people who have trouble moving around. That's just nature. Like there are a lot of ramps and I guess elevators, but there's also a lot of stairs and just really hostile terrain. I can't remember if the Normandy has a boarding ramp. I think it just has doors.
We're clear.
So much for sneaking
in.
What do we do now?
I think in the second iteration of the Normandy, it was probably slightly more wheelchair accessible, which is a bit funny. Because in the third version, it definitely is not. There's too much shit everywhere.
The third version, they just like jacked up the fucking Normandy.
The hallways are way too small.
They put like tarps everywhere, and they pulled up the flooring.
Be nightmare.
Is the Archon in his quarters?
That information is not accessible. Only the room's location.
Yeah, Normandy 1 would maybe be okay, but Normandy 3 for sure is not ADA like approved.
Yeah,
the delay is only temporary.
Right, we need to hurry. The Moshai said the relic would be in his chamber. Let's get there.
Ryder.
I thought you were on the Ark.
Too many of our people are missing.
Oh, hello.
If we don't find them now, we never will.
This is
hello?
Adrian, captain of our Ark. We'll focus on the rescue
You're all
while you push
moving
ahead.
in unison.
A secondary route
hello?
is available, marking nav point.
We'll help you get on your way.
Accidentally kind of terrifying.
But I'm a history teacher. I don't know how to fight.
Ryder, if you access the terminal, I can override the door.
That doesn't mean
Sam, you're over talking people.
We can do this.
Captain, we'll try this way to look for our people.
I'm sorry we can't help you, but we have our own
Okay, this is considered a wall.
Good luck, Pathfinder.
You too, Pathfinder. Okay, Sam. The relic. Still got a lead on it?
Marking the route to the Archon's chamber. You may proceed.
You're not allowed to see inside the Solarian Ark.
3 of us against a ship full of Ket?
You think we got that kind of money?
It just looks like every other arc. The other 2 arcs look like our arc.
Kind of. The other 2 arcs were kind of fucked up, though.
That's nothing a little asset moving will help.
Just as long as we're not a...
Yeah, admittedly, this is an arc that isn't, like, horrifically damaged.
Well, at this point, we're on a cat ship.
Here we go! Keep your head down and push forward! Where are we going?
The exit is on the far side of the room.
And a whole lot of Ket between us.
I can't believe we have to sneak into the main bad guy's bedroom to retrieve a MacGuffin.
They're reinforcing! Coming from every direction!
I'm trying to remember why the Moshai knows that he has, like, this super special, like, MacGuffin in his bedroom.
I don't remember. It's been too long.
From what I vaguely remember of, like, saving her from, like, the crazy, like, facility where they were making a Angara jerky. I think she mentioned something about, like, he kept her alive in particular and, like, kept, like, showing her stuff. I'm guessing all of his cool katanas and shit, too.
Yeah, I thought his problem was that he couldn't access the remnant stuff.
Yeah.
That's just...
Actually, yeah, how is he able to find, like, get the thing to open if he's having such a hard time with, like, the tech?
Sam?
Or maybe he hasn't gotten it to open and the Moshai just knows it takes you to Meridian.
This relic is everything the Moshai said it was.
I may have forgotten some story points, but in all fairness, this game has so much, like, fucking guff in between.
I do kind of like their frog croaking alarm.
Had a little altercation. And you?
That's how you know it's urgent when a bull toad is going in your ear.
It's actually just a frog next to a microphone.
Got a worker here.
Quick, sound the frogs of war.
Look at that.
Are those guns out there?
Confirmed. The offensive armaments of a highly capable warship.
All of them pointed at the Solarian Ark.
That's going to be a problem.
Your route continues
so we turn
on the
them
far
off.
side of the room.
Or we don't turn them off.
Shit, the door just locked.
That can't be an accident.
Look sharp.
Here they are! It's an ambush!
Evie seems very much more sedate now that she has determined that she doesn't actually hate everybody on the ship. Which is probably for the best, but also I would miss a little bit of it.
Where are our bad guys? They're a bad guy.
It's a big room! Don't let them get the drop on you!
This is looking ugly! We're in trouble here!
We're fine! We'll be fine!
We've got your back!
Listen, don't activate Nerd Rage and you'll be fine!
Fight isn't over yet!
Reka! We'll take whatever help you can give!
We'll provide overwatch! Take them out! Captain Hager, we need suppressing fire near 11 o'clock! I'm on it.
Wow, this shotgun can go far.
We need to pull out!
Holy shit.
Go! We can take it from here! You saved our ass!
God damn, that's a shotgun.
Whoa, what the hell? Why are there so many orbs?
Sam, anything you can do?
Provide encouragement. afraid the only option is brute force.
I guess in some small way, at least there isn't, like, they don't have a Harbinger equivalent. Although, the Ascendant might be close.
You got double combo.
There, that was the last one. That was close. If Reika's team hadn't come by.
Pulled us out of the fire.
Oh, almost had a shotgun rounds.
Yeah. Now what do we do about getting out of here?
I have located a new path to the Archon's chamber.
Okay.
Whole ship is probably looking for us.
When did the cat have time to sit? I'm sorry, but they just don't seem like a people who would be like having a casual fucking chat.
Yeah, actually. Unless they're upper echelons do, but the upper echelon seems so fanatical, I'm pretty sure they don't sit out of principle.
Over here.
Reika, what's happening?
Selden's wounds were fatal.
I'm sorry. He was brave.
I can't access this terminal. It's not working.
Ryder, can Sam open this door for us?
Maybe.
How come you don't have Sam? You're a Pathfinder.
Yeah, shouldn't every Pathfinder have a Sam?
Reika, we've got a big problem. Did you see those guns back there?
I know. They'll destroy the Ark before we can power up the engines. Unless...
You hoping for some sort of cosmic intervention?
No, just simple ingenuity. Venril here used to repair FDL drives on private cruisers. Venril, an EMP device?
It might work. If we rig one to detonate near those guns, they'd lose power.
And the Ark would be out of harm's way.
They would short circuit and stop working, period. That's how EMPs work.
Captain Venril will focus on the EMP.
Everyone be careful. Good luck.
Would that not affect the Ark, too?
Depends on the size of the blast.
We'll stay in touch over the radio.
In the meantime, we've got a relic to find. Sam?
Marking the route to the
Man, how come there aren't more, like, EMP devices in space in Mass Effect? Because, like, Jesus Christ, that would fuck up, like, everything you need.
Ooh, hello, gun.
Although they're probably, like, outlawed or something. You know, if you give a shit about the law. Ket Unity helmet?
Yeah, it's just a Ket style helmet.
Doing it again.
Stop that.
Sam.
There is overriding the door.
They just keep locking the doors like assholes.
Nope.
God, it's almost like we're invading their home.
Try scanning the access panel.
Try scanning something,
The door
you know.
is voice activated. I can attempt to modulate your vocal cords to approximate Ket intonation.
Oh, this is gonna be rough.
Oh, yay, voice changer.
The system is asking for your authorization. How do you wish to respond?
We're extra security. We're good, how are you?
Really?
Access denied.
Intruders have been spotted on the ship. We need to secure this area.
Access granted.
Really?
Well, we're off the beaten path now.
Some sort of lab.
Hate to think what they do around here.
Oh, is that a Harbinger? No, it's not. It's just a thing.
It looks like a fucking Koopy doll.
I think I have to go around that.
Reputation. Scientists, probably. So what are they up to?
Nothing good from the looks
Oh, it's one of the forest spider crab things.
Oh, what the hell?
I think I put it down. I put it down!
It's okay. It's fine. This is fine.
Weird.
Only useful if you have something to hide.
Oh, basically just turns off the window. You know, like you can do. Just turn off windows.
We've got company. Would any of the cat be like individual enough to even bother being like, hey, the scientists are doing something that looks unethical?
I don't know.
They don't make it easy, do they?
I feel like if we did get a second Andromeda, they might be able to answer like how much of a person is in like that, like their original nest. Because like it's very hard to tell if they're like a parasite hive mind or if it's just like
a modified race.
Sort of, yeah, like a modified race. And this game is not going to answer that because we ran out of money like several missions ago.
Yeah.
I think we just found all the missing stasis pods.
The Solarians. They could still...
The pod is empty.
Damn.
Also empty.
They're all empty.
What's going on here?
A lot of pods. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, my Metro Prime need to scan everything just forces me to click on everything scannable.
What happened here?
Bit of an irony that Solarians have become endangered now.
Yeah. How far into the game am I? I think I'm about 2/3 at this point.
It's a rough
Someone's
estimate.
going to pay for this.
That's kind of a vague dog.
You bastards! We're not lab animals! Die already!
Even with our rider at like level
Sam,
like 80 at this point.
Yeah, I'm like
things are irritating.
I'm like level 80 something I think at this point.
Honestly, it's probably a really good thing that you did a new game.
Yeah.
Rider, caution.
Nope, we'll wait there, Sam.
Some kind of immobilizing field.
It's useless to struggle.
You speak English?
I've been in this forsaken cluster for decades, surrounded by amoeba.
Oh man, there's somebody back in the Milky Way you would get along with swimmingly.
You even evaded me. Such an unlikely rival. It was almost invigorating to have one, and yet it's a fitting end.
Is that what sad looks like? I'd give you a hug, but... Hey, hands off!
A first, son. Your testing begins now. I will learn your secrets soon enough.
What? What? Did you see that like one frame?
Report.
I don't know if I did.
Await my arrival.
When he was like, I will learn your secrets, something like instantly teleported behind him and teleported away after like a single frame.
What the fuck?
I'm streaming the game at 30 FPS, so it's possible that wasn't even captured. The game's running at 60
Sounds
at
like
my
Rick has
end.
got trouble.
But
we have her beat. Sam, what can you tell me?
I'm sensing a biological transmitter in your bloodstream now, attempting to neutralize it.
Okay, that's priority 2 for sure. Any idea how to break out of this?
The containment fields only interact with living matter. If you expire, the field around you will extinguish until manually reset. As you
good.
know, my access to your physiology allows me to enhance your vital signals when required.
Would you like to die, Ryder?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Kind of don't want to die today, Sam.
After stopping your heart, I would attempt to resuscitate, of course.
Are there any other options?
None that I can determine.
This has gone from 0 to 60
All right.
incredibly fucking fast.
Somebody saw that scene from JoJo's Part 3.
Crazy.
Where Jotaro fakes fakes being dead by having Star Platinum hold his heart from pumping, and it almost kills him.
Oh my god! I forgot about that. Jesus. I like how Vetra's like, this is some extremely normal shit.
That's all Ryder.
Phoebe is actually like,
activity. Stimulating the cardiovascular core.
This is gonna hurt. Like, this would suck ass.
It would hurt a lot. Anyway, I'm having a near-death experience. Or a literal death experience.
Third time.
That's twice now I've come back from the dead. I can't say the experience is improving.
Listen, we have to catch up to Shepard. Shepard died at least...
Shepard died at least 3 times.
At least 3 times.
Down.
It's a good thing they put buttons around this place that say turn off immobilization beam.
Let's find a way out of this cage, huh?
I like how we just, like, very neatly walked around the fact that Ryder had to die very briefly just to escape, like, a low-level trap.
I'll look for it.
Could be useful intel here. Might want to poke around while we can.
I'm told this specimen list claims to a title.
Among my people, I'm known as Moshai.
Here, you are nothing.
I am your enemy.
You serve a use, that is all.
Archon, do you hear me? Now you have 2 Pathfinders to deal with, and we're not impressed with your security.
Reika, I'm trying to listen to an audio log.
We're listening to some environmental storytelling, Reika.
Reika, come in.
I told you.
What's going on?
Oh my god. I thought it was over.
That is one kick-ass Solarian.
A final time. How does Meridian work?
I don't know.
Then the specimen will learn true agony.
Oh, poor Moshe.
Well, that was not productive. Something is over here?
Goodbye, Coca-Cola bottle.
Well, that did something.
Hello, new Coca-Cola bottle.
Most useful in these Solarians are their cognitive abilities. Their thought processes occur much faster than in the others. There is a cleverness about them, a cunning which could be leveraged. More work is needed to isolate the genetic markers. There is no shortage of specimens to choose from.
Intelligence is not an inheritable trait, idiot.
There's actually, like, I forget what it's called. I don't know if it's a soul syndrome. But there's, like, a thing that happens sometimes when, like, 2 genius level, like, people have a kid together, where occasionally they're just, like, extremely fucking normal.
This guy is taking cultural and, like, academic behaviors and being like, this is a genetic thing I can shove into my body. And it's like, that's not how it works.
What happens when you get fucked up on eugenics.
Yeah, really. Like, the Solarians are disciplined. I'll take their discipline gene and shove it into my fucking soldiers. It's like, that's not how it works. That's just how they grew up.
That's a learned behavior. We have a Turian that's a smuggler on our team.
Sorry. Their reproduction is a mixture of biology, thought, and memories. They take what they need from a species as they should. Reproduction cannot be left to chance. The superior race dominates. Yet these Asari pretend otherwise. A melding, they call it, embracing eternity. Biology has no use for poetry. In the end, their biology...
Facts don't care about your feelings.
Oh my god. It really is, though. I didn't know we were fighting CEO of eugenics.
Oh, look, it's me.
Hey, it's us.
The human is the most perplexing.
Or default writer.
They possess an emotional range which often exceeds the others. Their unpredictable nature marks them as dangerous, but if the root of their passions could be isolated, we must...
You know, genetically.
...and capture it for further study.
Something skulls.
That was kind of the thing that fucked me up about the blood sample, because it's like, it's not genetic.
The
they just have a supercomputer.
Race, which could be useful. savage temperament. Made to kill. Even the other specimens fear them. A deliberate genetic fault was introduced to limit the Quokka population. But I wonder, without this defect, they could be unstoppable.
That was kind of the problem.
Yeah.
If you ask certain people.
The Archon is now thinking about giving himself 4 testicles.
I mean, once we're through crushing his, he might need them.
Here we go. This way.
What the hell is that? Is this just a chandelier?
I think it's a pod.
Weird. Like a hell cocoon.
This'll be fun.
Yeah, no wonder they couldn't get the remnant stuff to work. This guy thinks genetics is able to isolate things like, I don't know, bravery
and discipline
or diligence.
Is this going to be
discipline.
First the Milky Way, now here.
Now I guess it's up to us to stop it.
What was that?
Honestly, this guy kind of makes the fucking Reapers look smarter by comparison.
Yeah.
Really starting to hate those things.
What was it doing in here?
It's a catch ship. Why wouldn't it be
This is
in
Rita.
here?
Some of our people are still alive. I'm headed there now. Captain Hazier, what's your status?
The EMP is primed and ready.
We're almost to the Archon's chamber. Stand by.
You guys know if that EMP goes off and we're next to it, like, kills all the electronics on us too, right?
That would suck, but I don't think it would be impossible.
Well, if anybody has internal cybernetics.
Well, actually, no. They do mention in Mass Effect, like, at the end of the thing, that there is some cybernetics.
Looks like a
but they're almost all neural based.
It was. Probably one of
Drax's.
Yeah, humans get biotic implants.
Drastically altered.
Nobody else seems to bother with them, though.
Because I don't think they need them.
I'm beginning to hate these guys.
Cool, it's basically Reaper-fied enemies again.
Yeah.
Was this supposed to be spoilers for the sequel?
I guess.
Here we are.
Oh.
Captain Hager, this is
they have
Ryder.
the
We've reached the
fucking
Archon
thing
sanctum.
from the forest.
Remnant origin.
Why does he care so much about the remnant anyway? It's an obsession.
That's the question, isn't it? We need to beat him to the answer.
The Archon has done extensive testing to this artifact, damaging it in the process. It is no longer useful.
What an idiot.
God, he's so fucking stupid.
The Archon's going to be pissed if we pull this off.
He needs to be stopped. What we've seen on the...
This object serves no useful purpose. It is the remnant equivalent of junk.
The Archon is whistling in the dark on this stuff.
Literally shit posters. Hey!
This looks important. I'm gonna touch it.
Have we not learned?
Pathfinder, this is the relic the Moshai described. It does seem to be a map.
How does it seem to be a map?
Sam, do you know something? I mean, Sam has to know something we don't. That's like the whole point of this.
Oh yes, I too look at this and think, oh, that's a map.
I mean, how can you not? It's got all the markers of a map, like a flat surface. Whoa, how funky.
It's Meridian.
How do you know that?
Coordinates secured, Pathfinder.
Were you touching Prothean relics on the way here?
There's more to Meridian than you know. Changing the weather is a fraction of its power, and I will not allow you to defile it.
Where is your physical body?
You didn't allow me to escape your little trap either, did you?
That wasn't you. It was the artificial intelligence in your head. I've seen what transpired in the laboratory, and now I know what makes you special.
I'm a main character.
Meridian is mine, I've tolerated you long enough. Once your vessels are destroyed, you'll be stranded here.
Captain, fire the EMP! Done.
Yeah, we were in range of that. That should have...
Yeah, that should have knocked out our guns and everything. Uh-oh. It's Grunt!
That didn't sound good.
It would be interesting to have a situation where you did have to fight something without the immediate use of your guns, but I'm guessing that's not what's about to happen.
Oh shit.
So, okay.
Oh,
Does
oh
this
god.
Drac isn't here to see this. We sure could use this temper.
So, this kind of answers a question I was wondering, which is, does everybody turn into the same Ket as the one we've been fighting up until now? And no! It turns out you just turn into a Ket version of whatever you were. Like the Reapers.
Yeah.
But I thought...
I mean, to be fair, like, how long has the Angaran War been going on for? Like 80 years?
80
like,
years,
most of
like
the Kets that they have right now are probably Angaran-based.
Yeah, which I can believe.
I wish her luck, but I can't talk right now.
It is kind of weird, though, because it does feel like a weird Reaper callback, and it's like, but why? How?
Wow, my Krogan hammer does fucking nothing.
I don't like how this is going.
Tragic.
Just keep your distance.
How can a Krogan hammer do nothing?
It's Krogan and it's a hammer. That's like two good things in one.
It's just a piece of molten slag on a stick, and it should kill everything within range.
Drac's not gonna like that. I think we got them all. Finally. All right, we've got the map. Let's get the hell out of here.
Looks like a mutant from one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. I have not seen that much Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I can neither confirm nor deny.
I can confirm that it would be pretty in canon.
Life signs on board the ship. Several captives are being held not far from your location. They are scheduled for exaltation.
Could be the rest of Drac's missing scouts.
Sam, do we have time to get there before the Ket restore power?
I'm glad Vetra's found her eyewear again, because that was
unnerving.
It was so
I'm
weird.
Down. Don't think I'm gonna make it.
Where are you?
Near holding cells where they're keeping several of my people. They're still alive. I ordered Captain Hager back to the Ark.
You should be with him.
I couldn't leave my people. I had to try. And now, I think it's over. From one Pathfinder to another, farewell. Reka out.
Damn it.
There isn't time to save both. Once the Ket restore power,
oh no, not this shit again.
Yeah, welcome to Vermeer
This is
too.
our only chance to save Drac scouts. They'll be turned into more of those monsters.
I'm gonna save the Krogan scouts.
Reload. We've got to save those Krogan from exaltation.
In a very brutal way. Solarians don't live very long.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like in a way, Reka could have just gone back to the fucking Ark.
Look, she's a Pathfinder. She knew the risks.
Who are you?
Pathfinder Ryder. We're here to rescue the prisoners. Who are you?
Burtek, a scout from Nakmor Drac. I got loose when the power went out, but I can't do this alone. My people are being held at the end of the corridor, with a lot of Ket in the way.
Then we push ahead and don't stop for anything. Let's go.
Here we go. Ket up ahead.
I'm about to be dead, Ket.
I do wonder if you save Reka instead, if you get more of the Krogan enemies.
Probably.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
it's hard to tell because
I don't want to fight more of those, so.
Yeah.
Plus, she's a Pathfinder.
Also,
she needs to be able to take care of herself.
This is Ryder. Do you copy?
Weren't like in the exaltation like chambers, like the goo that makes them exalted? Like, couldn't we have like set a charge and then saved both?
Tell us if anything changes.
You'll be the first to know. Callow out.
Can't see anything, guys. Get out of my field of view.
Is that petrol all the way out there? What the hell?
Yeah, they tend to like run ahead like that.
Careful there. They catch us, they exalt us. The hell they will.
I mean, I guess, like, in a way, it's not, like, a horrible idea, but, like, howdy. It does feel like somebody in the creative department was like, listen, I'm the last person they have left, and I'm tired. I'm done. Just make it reverse again.
Pathfinder, that Ketch ship is trying to reset the power.
Crap.
They'll have the guns back in no time.
Copy that. You hear that, everyone? Wish I didn't!
God damn, there's so many guys in this hallway.
Do they ever stop spawning?
Get out of my way!
When they said, like, to just keep going and not let anything stop you, I didn't think that was, like, an actual, like, gameplay thing you had to do. Oh, what the hell?
This thing.
Oh. This fucker! With his giant orbs. How come I don't get to be Spearomancer? Oh, what? They can throw grenades?
Yeah, they can. I hate these things.
Oh, this place is so loud.
I know, I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's just like, I don't think I realized, like, kind of how quiet the rest of the game has been in comparison. This hallway in particular is just extremely loud. I think it's in part because the Ascendant are really noisy.
There's also a bunch of combos going off.
That too.
And when combos go off, you get big booms.
Next to the door.
Can you run?
Pathfinder, the Kett are close to restoring the ship's power.
Tempest, we're going topside. Track for extraction.
Understood.
Reika? Reika, are you still there? I'm sorry.
Wait, we're going outside into space.
Helmet.
Guys,
helmet?
Helmet?
Helmet!
There's no atmosphere here. Hang on.
You're not close enough to a planet to have an atmosphere. I mean, maybe they are. There are clouds. But that could just be space dust, but you should not be breathing that in.
That's not how you fire this
a helmet! Holy shit! Well, did that just clip through?
I think it clipped through the Kett ship, yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Oh yes, crew render cutscene.
The team is on its way. They'll escort the Ark to the Nexus. I'm sure they'll be happy to see you, Captain Hager.
It's a day I wasn't certain would ever come.
Now that it has, what will you do?
Technically, I'm next in line to be our Pathfinder, though I never started the training. Reiko will be difficult to replace.
Speaking from my own experience, Captain, just take it one step at a time. You're up to this.
I hope to justify your confidence. What matters
at this
most
point,
is
are
that
we
the
like
Solarian people are no longer at the mercy
0
of the
for
Ket.
4 on
For this,
original
we are
Pathfinders?
eternally grateful.
I think so, yeah.
Just make sure my scouts make it safely to Nexus.
Actually, yeah, we are. We're 0 for 4.
Be well, Ryder.
Because
at this point, it's tradition to have your original Pathfinder fucking eat it.
Yeah. So our father, Virgil Sparta, is dead.
Yeah. The Solarians.
The Turian one is dead. The Asari one is dead. Now the Solarian one is dead.
You kicked the Ark
Now
out
to just kill the last one.
You took the Ark right out from under him and got Meridian's location.
There should technically also be a Quarian Ark, but that was supposed to be DLC and doesn't exist anymore.
Your father would have been
proud. I mean, technically there is a book about it, but like,
it doesn't really matter.
Very small comfort because I don't even know if the book is still in print.
On the face like this will only make him more dangerous.
Or perhaps reckless. Your father liked putting others off balance. He said the worthy would rise above it and learn to face adversity ably.
And the unworthy.
And now my dad was also a gremlin. This explains so much.
I'll leave you to your thoughts.
Ryder, do you want me to just, like, stop your heart again? You know, for funsies.
I might do it while you're sleeping, and you'll never know.
I was gonna say, that part of it is like, you know, Sam, I don't know how comfortable I feel with your control over my organs.
The human knows nothing of its true power. Even we don't fully understand it.
I can't get over his sad face.
Cluster, not study the remnant. Questions are being asked about your judgment. Questions that come from the highest levels.
Oh no, the tallest will demote me. Like, who's even in charge of this shit?
We can transform every world in this cluster to a wasteland.
And that's productive.
Either the subjects submit to exaltation, or we will use it to annihilate them. This Pathfinder has opened the door.
Behold, my floating tea.
Now we must be the first to cross the threshold. We must seize Meridian before it does. Like all lesser creatures, it mistakes a battle for the war. It doesn't know its weakness. Or its potential.
The Archon saw my memory flashes? He got that from my implant?
His device went deep. Our connections were wide open when Sam killed you.
How are we able to backhack this?
How do you hack memories?
We have to move.
Yeah, what the fuck?
1,000 Andromeda viability points. That's a lot of points. Hi, Liam. Joel? Joel? Do you have a thing for movie night?
Joel?
Where is everybody?
Everyone's gone.
Liam, Gil, Joel, PB, Callow, Suvi.
So Joel's in the back.
Movie night?
Liam's idea about...
Yeah!
Movie night? He delayed again, out of respect for Reika.
Good. From what I've seen, your vids are flat. They're only seen and heard.
Dare I ask, what?
Tiny electrodermal signals.
Oh my god.
Through your skin.
You have feeling movies?
We have time to rig up a system to mimic it. If we can acquire the right components.
They watch 4D movies.
I think so.
Angara have revolutionized the 4D.
Should be sold on Aya. Let's be vigilant.
BRB for a bit. That's fine. Not that you can hear me, because I assume you're BRB, but it's fine.
Zafra, is it time for dates? Can we smooch?
And if I do find it, it's gonna cost you.
And you know I'm always true to my word, so just get it done. I'm hearing the Ket activity's down.
I bet the Archon's still nursing his wounds. That means he
Can we kiss, please?
Oh my god, she has cereal in her room called Blastos.
Didn't sound like you were discussing King over comms when I walked in, though.
Wasn't. I have a friend keeping a lookout for a lamp. One brought from home, but stolen in the revolt.
I didn't think you were so sentimental.
I'm not the only one. Suvi has her father's
I was like, we've heard about Liam's shitty couch and shitty car.
His 600-year-old couch
that Liam collects. These things are important.
I love his shitty dormer couch.
I know what you mean. I never want to forget what I left behind.
That's why I take all my gunpla with me.
The future. Yes.
We've actually been struggling to find the gunpla in this game. I gotta wonder where they're hiding.
Butt naked Asari for the stand, and she's holding a moon.
One of your prized possessions is a really ugly lamp.
Oh my god, do you have an anime figure lamp?
My job had this lamp.
Pretty much.
I'd focus on it so he wouldn't see me upset. Now I keep it so I remember where
you focus on it so you won't be seen upset.
Most of my life was doing stuff to survive.
Definitely not because you were like, damn, titty.
I don't have to do
I too also have anime figures to distract me from being upset.
Honest work.
Sometimes I like to take my model of
yeah, you don't know that.
the fucking Nexus and just be like,
for a while, I didn't care that I'd lost the lamp. Everything was a mess and it just didn't matter. But we've made progress, Ryder. Small things matter again. People are daring to dream.
I think my dream is finding someone special to explore the galaxy with.
Oh.
Hint, hint.
And have you found that person?
I'm pretty sure I have. You'll love her. She's tall, great with guns, and
great with guns? Really? You want to go with that one?
Listen, if we tell her she has shit aim, we'll never smooch.
I feel like things are finally going our way, for real. Getting the Solarians back, that's huge. I just wish we could have saved Reka too.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
Probably could have saved Reka, but also we like Grandpa, so...
One day we'll go on a date and buy anime figures together.
Like we haven't seen Lexi in a while.
Yeah. She has been missing for a bit.
I know she comes up during the movie quest, but I think we have other stuff we gotta be doing. Hey, Gil!
Hey, you're 2 for 2.
What do you mean?
2 times face to face with the Archon. 2 times you spit in said face.
We're also 4 for 4 on killing Pathfinders.
We were nose to nose this time. Some spit might have hit the mark.
That's a two-way street, Ryder. Ugh.
What do you mean?
Just trying to exalt us all, huh? That's what all this is about?
Could be.
Typically I like high-stakes games, but I'd rather be sitting at the kiddie table this time.
Man, I do not blame you.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Whoop. Hi, Liam.
You're like fucking steamrolled Liam coming through the door.
Waiting on that trip to Prodromos, Pathfinder. Head there and hit my nav point. We've all earned a break.
Wait, do we have a beach episode? Is there a beach episode?
Hang on, let me check,
Yeah.
Let me check, oh, I have points. I'm gonna spend points first. Hang on. This is important.
How was it? Prodromos. Andromeda. Yeah, there we go. Oh, right, it's the outpost on the Helios cluster. I couldn't remember. Priority ops. Allies and relationships. Community.
Okay.
Liam surprise.
Wow.
Oh my god!
Hmm?
Yeah, we should do his Prodromos thing.
Okay.
We should do that.
Okay, we're going to Prodromos then.
No, it'll be great. You'll enjoy it. It'll remind you of Mother Base in some ways.
I hope the Solarians...
Like in a good way, not in a tragic Metal Gear Solid 5 way.
Looks like Jaw wants to meet his mom.
Ooh,
concerned
that's
about
heavy.
track. Inspiration. What is this? Cora wants to talk. Come meet Jill. Message from Jill is Gil's sibling, I think. Or a friend?
Does he have a twin? Oh, friend.
Neckmore Clan. No Shy. Okay. Wow. We've gotten a
people were lost.
a lot of
to Andromeda because
side quest stuff.
To make. The Ket won't take that away.
Hey, Gil and Jill. Go up a hill for a bucket of water.
Padromos.
It's on Helios?
Helios?
Helios, yeah. Which I don't know where that is anymore. It's been so long. An absolute eternity, even.
Pythias system. Home of Eos and Prodromos.
Ah, perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. Oh, everything's in the Helios system.
Yeah, the Padromos is the name of the colony we set up. I guess I should take him with us. Oh, I didn't mean to confirm. Whatever.
Oh, it's fine. This is fine.
I'm sure it will switch to him once we get to it.
Yeah.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
That was weird.
I heard something. That was weird.
Liam marked something nearby. You should be here for it.
Oh, well, it's a good thing there's a thing right here. I don't know why it needs to reload the area.
Yeah, it seems like it's really struggling, which is weird. Are we gonna do this in our space armor?
Ready for the exchange, Pathfinder.
Grab your civvies.
Oh my god, we're
going
playing
to get
soccer.
Playing some football.
How did you do all this?
Well, it didn't take much. A ball, background. Hustle would start games at refugee camps. I didn't get it then, but after the attack here and the shit with Varan's rescue, I wanted to try something. Low tech. What do you think?
It's good to get people's minds off of all the crap we go through.
Not just that. I didn't do it to distract them. We don't get distracted. We go head on. When it's life or death, you have to. No one's living or dying because of this. They're here because they want to be. I didn't get how important that is. Maybe that choice is how we stop being outsiders. Check the play!
Oh, careful, guys! Easy!
For charging. No charge for matchmaking. What?
We're lucky to have you.
You better believe it. You too, Ryder. You're a jerk sometimes, but as Pathfinder...
Excuse you.
This is because of you.
Yeah, what the
Switch
hell?
up. Ready to get in the game?
To tell the truth, I'm not much of a player.
Yeah, me neither.
I feel like we should not be in armor for this.
Aw. That was way shorter than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Let's see. Journal. Allies. Gil. Oh, it also has Padronos, so this is convenient.
Nice. Sick. Multitasking. And on purpose, and definitely not by accident.
Yeah, I totally meant to do this. I love EOS and its frame rate killing planet.
Kind of forgot how bad it was for frame rates.
I don't know why it's this bad.
It's too many objects.
I'm good. You're here. Yeah, so listen. She's only got a minute or two, and she's in rare form today. Just to warn you. She's here kickstarting repopulation protocols, reversing the chemical procreation blockers for colonists. Calls it boosting the batter.
Oh my god.
She's gonna try and get
Oh
you
my
to do
god.
She's gonna what?
Excuse me?
I like the look on Ryder's face that's like, I'm shocked but curious?
My thing is, like, I didn't realize they put, like, birth control on everybody.
Hey, if you're cool with it.
Boosting the batter,
I
Jesus
mean,
Christ.
makes no never mind to me. No chance I'll ever oops a baby into the world.
How more gross can you refer to fucking
time.
reproduction?
Save it. I asked you both to stop by, remember? Ryder, pleasure. I know we're all very busy, so I have only one question for you.
That is an interesting
You want to
hairdo.
know if you can reverse my chemical procreation blocker?
You baby. I see my reputation precedes me. The question is, what the hell did you do to him? It's like he's an adult or something. He can even have a mature conversation without it degrading into pot shots. Unless I take it there. What's your secret?
He's an
I have nothing to
imposter.
do with it. It's all him.
I call bullshit on that. It's definitely your influence. Something.
Maybe all these years you thought you knew me, you were sadly mistaken.
You wish. Okay, you're both off the hook. So glad I got to meet you, Ryder.
Likewise.
How do we have somebody who's in charge of... I mean, I guess you have to have somebody in charge of it, but, like, why was everybody on, like, baby blockers to begin with? They were all on ice.
We're not doing that one. Check the Tempest Mid-Bay. Speak to Cora. Accompany Jal to Havarl. Investigate the crashed cat ships on Aladdin. Well, we're gonna go to Aladdin at some point because I think Drax's thing is gonna take us back there anyway. So we'll do that after we speak to people on the ship. Oh, moving on. Italian component from Aya Market.
Yeah, we gotta get the 4D seats so that we can truly experience the movies.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. The Angara seem very, like, in touch with their emotions and kind of touchy-feely in general.
Yeah.
So, like, I can't imagine being, like, hooked into a movie like that. That would be too much.
Yeah, like, what do you feel? Do you feel what the main character feels? Do you just feel the environment?
All clear.
I would kind of hope not. There's definitely some movies where it's like, yeah, I don't want to feel that.
It's like smell-o-vision. Nobody wants smell-o-vision.
I love that they had, like, smell-o-vision a bit for pro hair, but it kept, like, breaking all the goddamn time. Also, I think, if I remember correctly, Leo smelled specifically like flowers, and I forgot what Gallo smelled like. Something burnt, possibly.
Hey, are you okay? I shudder to think what the Archon meant to do with you. And I hated watching you die like that.
Yeah, that was probably really traumatizing.
I think of myself as daring and death-defying, but you?
You are daring. I had to up my game.
Well, you win. Jackass. Just don't get yourself exalted, okay? That asshole means to ketify us all.
Can't let that happen.
But he's close. He's almost figured out Krogan. It's the scariest thing. Ugh. Let's talk about something else, okay?
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
I promise I won't make you watch me die next time.
Ideally.
Preferably. I'll bring new teammates to traumatize.
Yeah. You know who needs to be traumatized? Cora.
She definitely doesn't get enough trauma in her daily life.
She's too stressed about the Asari, you know, and everything. She just needs a little trauma, you know?
Just Ryder coming into the meeting room like, hey guys, check out my new party trick.
Got a minute? I could use a favor.
So lifelike, right?
I kept thinking about Sarissa.
That's a joke.
And
That's a
my
joke
not
from me to
being a
you.
Pathfinder. And the thinking turned into a project on EOS. Can you help me finish it?
What kind of project?
I'll put the nav points in the helm. Come along and I'll show you.
Cora, you gotta be more specific. What kind of project
Cora,
is this?
we
Like
were
a
just on EOS.
We were just...
I mean, technically we haven't left the like... Because it's right out there. We can just fly back down. But, like, we have to watch a cutscene again.
Couldn't digest it without heavy processing. Cellulolysis would be hugely inefficient.
Suvi, what the hell are you eating?
Figure out how to eat Helios flora.
Oh my god.
Shit. I was talking out loud again, wasn't I?
Yes?
Can we stop licking things? Much rather you didn't get, like, poisoned again. Go share fucking, Vetra's cereal. She has Blastos.
Suvi, we can buy food. You don't have to, like, starve yourself.
Try growing food. They do have, like, a hydroponic station back on the Nexus.
Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
I don't know why these are not skippable.
After a while, you think that it would just have like an auto skip feature or something, but it really does not.
I want to stop coming back to this planet. It's killing my frame rate.
Why can't I just have a silky, smooth, buttery frame rate once in a while?
Why is it over there?
Oh no. Can you teleport? There's no fast travel.
Over here. That's the closest I can get.
It's been so long, I've kind of forgotten how this game process.
I'm glad I can always tell, no matter what planet I'm on, where the fuck the Nomad is, because it's just this gaudy fucking gold.
It's bleed the fuck out. Which is perfectly ideal, honestly, because, like, on that snow planet, it would have been a real pain in the ass to try to find it otherwise.
Yeah, if it was still the default
I like
white.
the look of those Ket machines.
Yeah, holy shit.
I'm trying to look at the potential. This is the place. Ready?
Is it soccer? I mean, we do like soccer. There's also like mud crabs here, which is unfortunate.
So where's your mystery project?
Not far.
Look, it's a loot box.
Soil converter. No remnant terraform.
You have a random chance of getting something, Ryder. Isn't it
into
exciting?
something useful. Eventually.
Look, it has a credit card slot and everything.
Rain, and you've got a garden.
In the next gen drops, you might be able to get an ultra rare weapon.
That's right. You wanted a garden of your own.
Don't you have a garden on the ship?
It'll take years.
I like how that
I
look.
might not even see it.
The look on Ryder's face was just like,
okay.
oh, you wanted a garden
Sorry,
here.
thinking centuries.
On
Lay
the
a
desert
foundation,
planet.
then step
The
away.
desert
Let
planet.
it grow into something you might never expect.
Pathfinder training was my foundation.
On the beachfront with the mud crabs.
Galaxy of directions I could
Cora,
go.
have you heard of invasive species? That applies to plants too.
A good beginning. The first
Yeah,
seeds
actually.
of a garden. One I started
It's
with my
sand.
friend.
It's sand.
Oh no.
What seeds do you have?
I know what you want to say.
Desert flowers and grasses from across the Milky Way.
I figured I'd spare the chat this one just once.
When they prepared the ground.
You know what we want to say. Also, I just realized Cora's hair doesn't quite make sense. Like, who bleaches like their roots, but not the ends of their hair?
1, 2.
Yay!
Particle effects.
Oh my god, the particle effects.
Oh no, they had no budget to them.
We couldn't afford sand.
We couldn't afford sand.
No.
I think that's like my new favorite phrase.
Holy shit, those were so bad.
Hey, get away from my truck.
I like how she's like, I'm gonna set up a garden, and I guess, like, yeah, you have free reign to set up anywhere, but don't you want to set up a house, maybe? Next to the garden?
I'm being accosted by bugs.
Lie down and, like, look after a garden occasionally.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Oh my god.
I can't wait to talk to the dragon and have him be like, I want to go down to Eos.
We can only hope that's not the case.
I think Lexi wanted to speak to you.
Where's Lexi?
Oh! She might be in the... not the pharmacy. What's like a pharmacy, but like...
med
bay? Outstanding
med bay, yes.
That's where Drac wants to meet us. Which I think is over here.
Move your arm again.
Readings won't change, Doc.
Your prosthetics are syncing properly. Your neuropathy and chest pain levels are consistent.
Hey, I'm used to it. It's okay.
No, it's not okay. You keep fighting smart. You hear me? You don't have much left in terms of organ redundancies.
Nah, it's fine. I don't mind.
Everything okay? This looks like a lot.
It is
He
a lot.
reading his medical
Just
file?
nothing he didn't already know about.
What do you mean?
He's fine, just old and missing too many parts. And too stubborn for his own good.
You hear that, old man?
You love me just the way I am, Doc.
Don't get off that table until the scan is done.
Can I ask what happened?
Arm, side, hip, part of my leg. Strain balancing threading across my spine. It's all
okay, so we do have prosthetics in this universe.
That's
new.
A lot.
She told you not to get off the bed.
Yeah, get back on the bed, Graham.
Krogan rebellions. Watch my culture disintegrate. Survived centuries as a merc and all sorts of pirate shenanigans. 1,000 years of combat experience. All it took was one idiot with a pack of frag grenades.
Oh.
It must have been hard.
Yeah, it got pretty bad. I hit some dark moments. Implant rejection after implant rejection. Prosthetics not syncing properly. Everything hurt. A lot. All the time. No purpose to anything.
How did you deal with it?
I didn't. I fell right into that pit. Almost. But then some shaman shows up, drops the
Are you sure that's the pronunciation you want to go with?
Girl in my lap.
Shaman?
Shaman.
Interesting approach.
This one's dying, he said. Not worth the trouble, he says. Useless is what he meant.
That's awful.
It's practical. Krogan gave me a purpose again. Wasn't just about me anymore, so I got help. Learned how to take care of myself, take care of her. And she took care of me.
You found a way to live again.
We sure did. Wasn't easy on either of us. I'm old, stuck in my ways, and Cash has wanted to change everything since she could talk. Raising Cash taught me an important lesson.
I wasn't expecting to dive into Krogan mental health.
Yeah. It's gotta be tough living as long as they do. And being, like, treated the way that they have been.
Damn right I am.
Because, like, the Solarians, like, just kind of live in the fast lane, and they're like, oh yeah, that's ancient history. Meanwhile, the Krogans are like, yeah, we're still living it, fuckers.
Where you go from there, it's all you. Remember that.
Why is everybody giving us parenting advice? Is this supposed to be a hint? Was, like, Andromeda 2 planned to be, like, oh, Fire Emblem Awakening?
Yeah, really. Were we supposed to get a Mass Effect Fates?
I guess I wonder if it's supposed to parallel with the fact that, like, we're learning about our dad, but, like, I don't know. Daddy Virgil Sparta is, like, kind of secondary.
Kadara. Oh, this is for the romance.
Yay! Finally, we get to smooch!
Go to the Sulphur Springs in Kadara.
Ah, fuck. Ow. Ow.
You alright? You alright?
Yeah, no. I'm sorry. My foot is just giving me a lot of trouble right now. I probably should get an ice pack.
Suvi, that woman on the Nexus, she's a widow.
And for, very brief VOD purposes, I accidentally broke a toe.
Like making sure her widow's got enough credits.
It's the least I can do. The most is conquering the Scourge once and for all.
Date time.
I don't know why it's acting up right now, but it's being a bit big. First we gotta go all the way back to fucking Kadara. At least Kadara doesn't tank the frame rate.
No.
Frame?
Now orbiting Kadara.
I'm trying to remember, when you first played this game, did you say that you didn't pursue any romances, or you did?
No, I did Vetras.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I know this is the date.
Ah. Hell on wheels. Ow. Holy shit, the loading.
Yeah. Again, this game installed on an SSD.
I was gonna say, I don't remember it loading so much before. Oh, right, the invisible...
The invisible wall that's there for some fucking reason.
Oh. Listen, you can't go too fast. The world is still dressing. Also, why doesn't it just spawn the car?
Yeah, when am I not gonna want the car? Okay, where is this exactly? It's not too far. I could just teleport over there, actually. Midair.
That's how you're supposed to do teleporting, right? You jump up into the air and you end up somewhere else.
Carrion freighter. Ended up skinny dipping in this glass bottom pool, suspended over. Hey, what's wrong? You bored?
No, not bored. I'm...
Alright, never mind. Doesn't matter.
Evie, it's just... Here we are. You ready?
Evie, I can't hear about your sexual exploits right now.
Too busy having one of my own.
I'm about to bone.
You were right. The view is great from up here.
We're not even to the top yet. Come on, I'll race you. And no jump jets. We're doing it the old-fashioned way.
What do I get if I win?
What would you like?
The bad guy defeated, a magic sword, and the girl.
Good thing you're losing then. I don't have a magic sword.
Do we do the renegade option?
Hey!
Ugh.
Jesus Christ, that would be your head game, then.
Having fun? You look like you're having fun.
Could be having more fun if you were over here macking on me.
Hey. Is this real?
Yeah, I think the sky's real.
No. This.
Ryder, goddammit.
How you are towards me. It's like you care more than a friend. I don't mind if it's no. I just want to be sure it gets messy otherwise.
Can you imagine if you got all the way to this point and you were like, nah.
Nah. I was just fucking with you.
Finally.
How's that for proving it?
I'm convinced.
And then we fucked. On the acid planet of rocks.
I was gonna say, dangerous place for fucking... Oh, hi, Phoebe!
Hi, Phoebe. She was watching.
Like, from underneath the cliff.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything more to that. There is still... There's still another scene, but I guess we haven't unlocked it yet. On hold... Nailish system. Okay. That we're not doing. Go to Havarl. Aladdin. There's no good shit here. Hi, White. If you literally just got back, you missed us smooching Vetra.
We finally got the smooch. We did it.
We'll just
I
do
guess
this one,
we gotta visit Jall's mom?
I think the thing for Addison is just scanning, so we'll just do that real quick.
Okay.
I'm running out of things to say during these cutscenes.
I think Legsy wants to speak to you.
This game has, like, kind of overstayed its welcome in some ways,
Yeah.
which kind of sucks.
Okay. Every time I open the map, somebody wants to talk.
It's like they can smell it.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
I know. Thank you.
AVP?
The points we use to free people from cryo.
Oh, right.
We need to talk about Sam.
Dr. Taparo does not approve of how we escaped to the Ket containment field on the Archon's flagship.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. She's a doctor.
No, I do not approve.
Hey, so fun fact, Code got her phone today and was played around with fancy facial animation stuff briefly. Oh, nice!
Ooh.
Let me assume she got an iPhone, like, XR or whatever, because I think those are the only phones that, like, have that, like, super, super good, like, face tracking stuff that, like, Snuffy and them use. Yeah.
That sounds like it must be insane expensive.
I don't know how much they cost. I mean, technically my phone was pretty expensive, but I'm paying like $30 a month for it, so iPhone X and above. Oh, is it just the iPhone X and above? She got refurbished, which is like $600. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, refurb might not be that bad. Yeah. Although I'm kind of surprised there's already refurbs out.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, phone has been out for about a year or whatever, I think.
Hasn't really been out a year. Well, it must have been because Snuffy's been around for a while.
Well, it's like those are the same kind of phones that let you do like the face tracking with the emojis. It's the same technology, so that's been around for a little bit.
Kind of wild.
Unfortunately, there's no Samsung phones that do that yet, so I'm fucked.
I mean, honestly, for VTuber purposes, it would be nice if somebody just made like a GoPro attachment that just does like the face tracking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of people just use like their iPhones to function as a webcam, and then they just use that for VC Face because apparently you can just do that.
I'm guessing the software itself is probably like some sort of Apple proprietary nonsense bullshit patent.
I think it's more the hardware than the software.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it could be, which would also be under a lot of Apple patent nonsense.
We didn't have a choice. If there had been another option, I would have taken it.
How can you be so calm about this?
That's a free
finally.
Sam killed you. Yes, he brought you back, but what if he didn't?
I mean, Lexi is asking the true questions.
Part of myself.
Your lines of code, you can't die.
Hurting me goes against Sam's design.
Because AI have never acted against their designs before.
There are paid ones.
Look,
we have a free
I'm
one.
not against Sam.
There's a free one that Code was
I'm not
using.
against you, Sam. But my job's hard enough without an AI stopping your heart. Even to save your life.
Okay, I'll stop dying.
Alright, I'll find a new party trick.
Have Gil teach you 3-card Monty or something.
Lexi, I apologize for any distress I have caused you.
And I'm sorry for calling you lines of code. You're more than that. Even if you don't have cells to prove it.
Just don't be killing people on the rig because you think it'll be fun and, you know, shake things up a bit. Oh, Jesus Christ, that poppin'.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh. Not here. Okay. Just wanted to see if she had anything to say, but I guess I can't find her.
Ryder, what a victory. Now that we know where Meridian is, the Archon's downfall begins.
A victory feels good, and there's more to come.
You have a good team here, Ryder.
Yeah, seems to be working.
I'm really sad you'll never be in any other games, Joel.
I can provide crew training about embracing emotions.
Oh,
we probably should do that.
I'll think about that.
Okay, let me know.
He's so excited to talk about emotions.
Later,
stay strong and clear.
I love him so much, and I'm so sad that he's stuck in this game.
Look, BioWare, it's okay. You can retcon Mass Effect a little bit to have Joel continue to exist, please.
He's such a good boy. Like, honestly,
oh, hello, everyone.
Is like, why are we... Hello? Why are we all at the meeting table?
Colony just calmed in. Scouts are expected to arrive soon, and medics are on standby. I won't forget this, Ryder. You chose Krogan first. It's been a long time since anyone's seen us as anything other than cannon fodder.
I couldn't let you down. My crew is like family.
Only family I've had for a long time is Cash.
Honestly, I would be having such a rough time working with Drac because part of me would be like...
Why is there an option to date Drac?
What? He's literally old enough to be several grandfathers to us. I mean, some people, I guess, are into that, but...
Later.
And I assume you'd also have to be quite a size queen, but...
Yeah. Holy shit. I was just gonna say that I have, like, this weird, like...
I always have time for you.
intrusive thought of, like, man, I just want to, like, smack my hands on this, like, little head plate thing. I'm pretty sure that would be unappreciated. But, like, it just looks like it would be so fun to, like, pap. Just go pap, pap, pap.
Hey, Ryder. Thinking about our run through the Archon's flagship. Word of warning. You die again, I'm taking it to HR as emotional abuse. Stop it.
That's fair.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
I mean, he's got a point.
It is technically emotional abuse.
Does anybody else have comments on me dying? Because I promise not to do it again, at least on purpose.
Okay.
Oh, it's so green and brown from space. It's like the gap.
You can hijack that emoji trace tracking and run it through a VC phase. Wait, did somebody... Did somebody, like, pull the code or something out of the face tracking?
I don't...
Anomaly on sensors.
I don't...
Deploying probe.
I don't know, actually.
Got a reading from the asteroid belt.
I thought it was a hardware thing.
It's like some sort of weird, like... oh jeez. It seems like some sort of weird, like, software interaction thing. Although, granted, I'm pretty sure the cameras in the iPhone are helpful for that because they probably have them in a certain configuration in order to do really good face tracking. But it might just be replicatable somehow. But it would probably cost, like, way more money and effort to do that instead of just getting the fucking phone.
Does it lead anywhere?
3-camera thing, but it still has the software to run it, yeah. SDKs out there to utilize it? Huh.
Something developer kit. Needs hardware in the phone to work because of the 3-camera thing. Yeah, that's right. The iPhones have the 3-camera thing going on.
So, probably ostensibly, like, somebody with very good, like, tech skills could probably rig up, like, a 3-camera system to do something similar, but, like, the cost of that at that point would probably be just more like, you could also just get a refurb phone.
Yeah.
And use that instead.
Yeah, honestly, I probably wouldn't mind just getting, like, a refurb iPhone and not even, like, putting it on...
This is the exact nav point indicated by
thing
the
or anything,
trackers.
just using it as a, like, pseudo webcam.
Right. Addison's request. Let's see if this helps us find her missing scientist.
Damn it. The shuttle's just a relay. But I think we
Why is nothing besides your face animated?
Signals through. Ready for coordinate transfer.
Listen, we don't have money.
Fuck. We've been found. Deadhead the comms.
Here we go again. I'm the Pathfinder.
A Pathfinder? One finally showed?
Harlan, stop talking.
Is that Dr.
Surprise,
Kennedy?
we have, like,
Okay?
more than just one.
Director
Although
Addison is concerned about
we've
you
killed
and your
quite a few.
Keep them talking, Ryder. Tracing.
All I want is to stop the stealing. I have outposts of people trying to start their lives.
Outpost starting lives, huh?
Let them see, Harlan.
They just forwarded Dr. Kennedy's medical profile. Ryder.
She's pregnant.
Kind of like how the DS's dual camera works.
That
but fancier, I guess.
Huh. Well, the state she's in.
You are really pregnant. What happened?
When a mommy and a daddy love each other very much, they don't let humanity die out. You're with Addison?
Well, she fell in line with Tan, said we couldn't add new mouths until we were stable. But this wasn't about waiting until we could afford a house. We were dying. So I left, with enough meds for Harlan and I to get off the blockers.
Did they leave?
How far
because
along?
they couldn't have a baby, and they just took a shuttle, and they made that their space house, and they just been fucking in the space house?
You're not getting my tech? We'll be fine without you. Tell Addison. Fuck it, don't tell her anything. Kill it.
Oh!
They flashed
Whoa,
the core.
what the hell?
Couldn't get a trace.
Oh, they're not
Addison
in there.
will want to hear about this.
No.
And I've got questions.
I thought they were
for
in
her.
there.
No, I think they were blowing up, like, relays, communication relays, so that people couldn't find them. Lady, do you even know how to give, like, birth out in space? Like, yeah, you took enough med for the blockers, but you do realize that, you know, that process is, like, kind of painful and complicated, with a high chance
Director
of
Addison,
mortality.
I have a sighting on your missing Dr. Kennedy and her trackers.
She's alive?
And 8
Holy
months
shit, the
pregnant.
holograms are bad.
Fucking hell.
She didn't disappear. Dr. Kennedy left to try and have a child. You really had no clue?
I knew she wanted us to fast-track the
Okay,
schedule.
now I can see why everybody was on baby blockers, but it's still like...
I wasn't going to watch babies die, too. Of all the stupid, irresponsible, selfish... She was always like this, even back on Earth. She talked me into this, and now we have to save her tail.
Wait, what did Dr. Kennedy talk you into?
She's an old university friend. We were catching up and she mentioned a project she was training for.
The Andromeda Initiative?
She'd still be
No,
here
it says,
if
I
I wasn't
understand
forced to
NPC
tell her
face
no
has a
a
thing
year ago.
you can enable called VMC receiver. When you enable it, you can run other face tracking software through it, and that's how you get the phone app thing through it. Oh. I might start looking on the market for a refurbished iPhone XR. Now that I have a well-paying job.
What was the timetable for stopping the contraceptives everyone got before cryo?
Before Prodromos? It was to be determined.
You had to know that would frustrate people.
It was the only answer we could get. The alternative was more mouths and more death.
Dr. Kennedy seems to have a group with her. Stealing aside, she has support.
How long will that last? She's the smartest person I know, but she jumps without looking. Ryder, we have 2 speeches banked for the first child in Andromeda. Trust me, you want the one for the good outcome.
We know how to find her.
You have a bad outcome
you find
prepared?
more for ZK trackers.
Hopefully you can draw them out by placing more outposts. If she hasn't changed the protocol.
She's 8 months. She may be distracted.
This is a complete shit show. Find them, Pathfinder. The first human child in Andromeda can't just disappear.
Yeah, like, how long-term were they really thinking about this? They gonna start farming on, like, one of the planets that they don't know anything about? While there's, like, hostile aliens?
Do Jaws thing now, because the other ones are on hold, or we're not doing them, like Liam's colonizing one. I don't know why that's specific to Liam, but okay.
He seems very excited to, like, put roots in places. Even though he technically is not going to be moving down there anytime soon.
Yeah. I mean, Liam, do you really want to live on the desert planet?
You wouldn't be able to drive your shitty car when
or
it finally
the snow
arrives.
planet that's too cold to be on, even after, like, changing the weather.
It's slightly less cold.
Breakneck speeds for pure cloud. You could reasonably argue that they might be... I mean, that's true. Ugh. Man, I've been thinking, like, because my job just has me so busy, I might not even have time to sit down and learn Blender. I might just have to, like, save my money and commission somebody to do it. Like, I could probably draw the redesign, but then just have to hire somebody else for the modeling part.
I gotta wonder how expensive it is to get, like, a full, like, live 2D thing set up, because it seems like there's, like, Manners and Snuffy both use the Iron Vertex, which I guess is, like, a small rigging group.
From what I have seen, I've seen a lot of people charge, like, $500.
That's actually not horrible.
It's not the worst, but I don't know how much more or less it would be for a 3D model.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. I've never been really, like, into the live 2D thing. And I can't use the XR features on live 2D models anyway.
That's true. I think, I don't know. There's parts of live 2D that appeal to me, but, like, I think the parts that appeal is, like, potentially I can do this factor, but I do not have the software which should, like, actually rig anything.
I need to switch to Jaw, because I'm dumb, and I forgot to do it.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, we know we can't call in our sweet fucking ride, because this planet stinks! It's a little weird how they reverted back to, like, being able to carry as many guns as your body will allow.
Yeah. Well, unlike Mass Effect 1, you can actually use all the guns this time.
True.
Which is also changing for the Legendary Collection, so...
Oh, are they just gonna, like, make a broad thing across all of them?
Yeah, like... Well, like, you won't be trained in them, but you won't be able to not use them because your character is just so inept that a sniper rifle reticle is the entire screen. Like, you'll still be able to use sniper rifles, you just won't be able to, like, use them as well as, like, a trained sniper character.
I feel like at that point they should have just had it so that Shepard, like, swung the sniper rifle like a fucking, like, machete or something.
Actually, I bought a thing today that basically automatically applies new face shapes to your V-Ray model in Unity. Oh.
Ooh.
Nice.
Jarl! Wait.
Is this your mom?
Is that bad news?
No, the Pathfinder is interested in where I grew up. Ryder, this is my true mother, Sahuna Amadarao.
Hug Mom.
Mom!
Nice
Hey, Mom!
You. I know Angara liked the hugging.
Nope.
Giles told me how much he admires you.
Why can't I be friends with
He's my
Angara?
favorite. Smart.
I love hugging.
Loyal, kind. A great shot. Writes poetry, sews.
You can sew?
He did say he would make his mantle thing for Liam.
Stay clear.
He did say that. Joel really is a Renaissance man.
Your mother's in the Resistance?
Yes. And every child is her favorite.
Oh.
I want to live with Angara.
Everyone, this is...
Wait, Joel, what happened to your eyepiece?
Yeah, hang on, wait.
The Karkin dragged it. Welcome back. This is where I spent most of my days growing up. Me, my sister, Guana, our cousin,
Holy
Etta,
smokes.
and brother, Finn. Then Bavesville, Roru.
So wonderful to
Hey,
have
Jarl.
you back.
Hey, human.
Jarl, you bring in someone special to meet us.
Wow, cozy.
This is a lot of family.
Like this.
Why do I look so
Gotta
upset?
give your friends some real food.
Good to see you.
Family,
My
It reminds me of my family and how I'm so estranged from all of them.
You must dream of a big place of your own.
Sometimes. Maybe.
Something freaked out.
Doesn't matter. This will always be my home.
What happened to your little eye thing, Joel?
Yeah, what happened, Joel?
Oh, a loot box.
Schematics of...
When I was 7, my aunt stole a Ket weapon for me. So I took it apart to learn.
And that was a Karkin.
Pet Karkin. Alfit. He died. So I also took him apart.
To learn?
Why not? I never show people these things, but I feel like we're family.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm glad
You better
I
believe
threw
it,
you
pal.
on my ship.
Hey, there's one more thing you might like.
Wait, does Joel have piercings? Hang on.
Been interesting so far.
There's like 3 metal clips on his left side of his head.
Oh my god, I was like, is this about to be glow stars on the
Nice.
ceiling? And
You
it
made that?
basically is.
Ah, I can't see you.
It's not accurate. More of a
Oh my god, it's like the Northern Lights in Balto.
Just one more thing I want to take apart and figure out.
Me too, Jal. Me too.
Phone app requires 42 fancy animations to be able to read through the models properly. Vroids have something like 12 to 14. Jesus Christ. Anyways, the thing I got basically applies to the rest of the animations to your Vroid model. It's pretty nifty if you can adjust them. You can adjust them afterwards too. Oh. Is that to like make Vroid models compatible with like the XR?
Oh, probably. Because it does seem like it requires a lot more, yeah, like, what do they call, like, keyframes?
Blend shapes.
Yeah, blend shapes. God, Joel is such a good boy, goddamn.
I'm so sad he'll never come back again.
Honestly, I feel like in this game there's like a couple of potential romantic partners that would be interesting to see play out. Like, I like Vetra, don't get me wrong, but I actually am kind of curious what like a Fuji relationship would look like or a Jal relationship would look like. Which I can't really say I had as much curiosity in Mass Effect, like maybe Liara, but Liara always kind of like, after a certain point, her vibes get kind of weird.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know you, lady. I like you. Like, to an extent, but you're also scary.
She stops being the kind of, like, nerdy academic and starts becoming, like, kind of a... like a cold information broker femme fatale.
Yeah.
What do you want, Suvi?
I need a break. Do you need a break? Let's go for a break.
What? Each episode? Oh, no. Coffee.
Care for some tea, Ryder?
I'd love a cup.
It's a cultivar originating in Sumatra. My own personal stash. Once I run out, that'll be it for Earth tea. I keep having these thoughts. I'm never gonna taste this again. I'm never gonna see that again.
Oh.
You're not the only one, Suvi.
How brutal is it to say regret is pointless?
And? Do they bother you?
It's natural. You'd have to be made of stone not to miss home sometimes.
The universe is like a giant tapestry. I love following its threads, but it distracts me from the whole picture. My family was right there, but I was too occupied by the abstract to appreciate them.
From everything you've told me, you're here because of your family. Your love of science, doesn't that come from them? Aren't you with them every time you chase down a new discovery?
Ryder, that's beautiful.
My mother made the implant in my head, and my father created the AI that uses it. I haven't lost them either.
Thank you, Ryder.
I really can't lose my dad because he kept planting his fucking memories everywhere.
Suvi was like right there for like 2 seconds.
She fucking teleported out.
Yeah. I told Sid. Because you're so tiny. Ryder path found the way to your heart and other things.
Oh my god, I love Sid. Oh, I'm just sad that I don't get to hug Mama Doll in real life.
You have AVP
or just Doll. Anybody. I don't get to hug any.
Yeah. You'll never get to be surrounded by an entire race of people whose culture allows for open emotional expression.
Oh god. That's too real though. Fucking sucks. Although, man, Liara would be fucking seething if she found out. I was like, oh man, the Protheans are so smart and, like, emotionally, like, cultivated and all this stuff, and they're actually just a bunch of warmongering fascists.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, another galaxy over. Oh, here's a highly emotional, intelligent race. Whoopsie doodle.
Yeah. Jol and the rest of the Angara feel like what people wanted out of the Protheans. So we got Javik.
That looks impractical. These two planets should be colliding.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because the scale of these planets seem to be about the same as like Earth next to Jupiter, and if that was the case, like Earth would have been pulled into Jupiter and blown up.
At least at that like closeness, you would think. Oh, that was interesting. Oh god, what is happening to the lighting?
It's trying to figure it out.
Oh yeah, it's this fucking place.
Can
I'd like to call it EOS 2.
Do I have this? I don't.
We did not stay very long on this planet, so I would not be surprised.
Okay, well I guess we're just taking this one then. Ugh.
This planet at least allows you to use a car, right?
Yeah, it does. I think it's only Havarl that's like that.
Ah, there goes my mouse. Also, was the place we were in called Languish? Jeez. On this planet are very dramatic.
On the horizon.
And that remnant structure will remain on the horizon.
There are rock formations like this on Aya. Not nearly so big, though.
Heat levels increasing.
I'd like to meet your sister sometime.
You're gonna regret it. She's a pain.
Why do you say things like that? I don't think you believe them.
I do say things like that, don't I? I don't know why. It's almost a reflex.
It's like you're embarrassed that you care. You feel vulnerable. Exposed.
There might be some truth to that.
Caring doesn't make you weak.
Smoke in the distance. Probably the crash ship was...
Ryder, do not interrupt the therapy session.
I was gonna say, Shaw was in the middle of a therapy session.
I have never seen this before.
Oh, whoa, what? Hello? Oh, that's a friend, I think.
Not anymore.
No? Well, ruined that friendship pretty fast.
Friendship over with Cat. Someone say something? Hello? Oh.
The hell?
What's this?
It appears to be a cat data log, Pathfinder. It may contain saved data of some variety.
Can we access this data, Sam?
The device is locked.
When has a simple lock ever stopped you, Sam? Come on, hack this thing.
Pathfinder, it is not just a simple lock. We have never encountered a cat device with security like this before. I suggest we bring it back to the Tempest for further analysis.
Watch a lock be like a sliding block puzzle.
Could help with.
Oh boy. It probably is, too.
I've never seen a puzzle like this. Oh, hang on. Car. I don't want to burn out here. sliding block puzzle with a captcha. He can't hit the I'm not a robot thing. It's against his code.
Oh. You can't select all the pictures that look like trees. It's just a little too much. Oh, right, this is the planet with the little bug.
Yeah.
Those kind of look like fleas.
I think they are just fleas scaled up.
Really big sand fleas.
Hello?
I
It's
don't look
almost
like. Oh, is that the
unbelievable that some of
guy?
the Ket would be fighting their own. The Ket always seems so monolithic, almost faceless. I wish we saw more of that fighting. Wouldn't shed a tear if they wiped themselves out.
If they're fleas,
whatever
what
they've
much
done,
larger things
they're
do they
still
attach
a
themselves
unique,
to?
fascinating species. It's hard for me to wish them all dead.
Probably like continent-sized
about this
animals
device you found by their destroyed
on the other
ship.
side of the planet that we'll never see.
It's secured with a biometric lock that can
Desert
only
worms.
be activated with a specific genetic code. So, like a fingerprint scan, except with a genetic fingerprint. Exactly. Whatever's in this, it's probably only meant for trusted individuals. A Ket genetic code? We can't get one of those. Thankfully, I think I have a workaround. Remember those Ket genetic samples you scanned on Volt? Lexi's been working on the data.
This
and
conversation brought to you by they
work.
1000% wanted a Ket crewmate in Andromeda 2.
Time.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised
Yeah,
if they pulled a Legion if there was a hypothetical Andromeda 2 and just had like a Ket crewmate.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Yeah, we know, Sam. Why can't we just outsource the defrosting to somebody else?
You know, there is a third way into every single box, which is smash open the box.
I mean, that is also an option, but we're going to apparently ignore that because nobody in this universe has heard of a crowbar.
I'm not sure what you're expecting to find.
Tell me you have it all sequenced.
Yes, of course. It was the first thing I...
Perfect. Sam, can you test combinations of sequences against the lock?
Testing.
Brute force, Dr. Anwar?
Tried and true methods. And with Sam's processing speed, it should take no time.
Key found.
Whoa. We thought it was a data log, but it's not. It's...
A diary?
It just locked onto a transmission.
Oh crap, turn it off! Who knows what it's doing?
The device is a receiver. It will not reveal our location.
This transmission is audio.
The Archon has abandoned our way. Spurns tradition, defies protocol. He abuses his authority, obsesses over remnant secrets, and keeps us cut off from home. This cannot continue. He will return to the path of right or be destroyed. This is my promise. An Archon stands tall only while we hold him up.
Someone's mad.
Oh, we're seizing the means of production.
A collectivist culture would take a harsh view of any action that defied the will of the group. And isolating the Ket here would breed resentment. They may feel abandoned.
Ket feeling abandoned?
Some things are universal.
I wonder if there's a way to trace the signal. Scanning for nav point. I'll transmit it to your Omni tool, in case you want to check it out.
What do you think we'll find out there?
I don't know. It might be a base of Ket dissidents organizing against the Archon.
Whatever it is, please be careful, Ryder.
We can go visit them, and then they'll fight us, and then they'll be dead, and then we'll... I don't know, can we broker peace with
I don't know.
Ket dissidents at this point?
There is one thing about Suvi's accent that does bother me. It's not like terrible or anything, but it's an Irish accent, right? And if you spend any amount of time in Ireland, you know for a fact that they do not say my. They say me. So, like, if you were to say something like, you know, normally we would say something like, oh, I had to go grab my keys from my car. They would say, I had to go grab the keys from me car.
Ah. Yeah, I don't know. There was like parts of her accent where it's like it felt a little off-putting, I guess, but I don't think I ever quite placed it as that, which it might be.
I actually saw the opposite happen. I don't remember what game I was playing. I think it was Final Fantasy XIV. I think it was actually the new story patch. The text line said my, but the voice actor said me. And I was like, ah, you're Irish, I caught you. Comes out a bit Scottish-ish. Yeah, kinda. Why are we going back to EOS again? Hang on. What am I doing here?
What are we doing on EOS?
Oh, we're still doing this. Okay.
Oh, right. Of course they're back on EOS because EOS is the only developed planet.
EOS is the only finished planet in this fucking video game.
And after we ran out of budget, it was the only planet we could put missions on. So, there we go.
I think we're a lot closer to the end of the game than I thought.
Coordinating.
Because if we're going to Meridian next, that's like one of the last big story missions. It's not like the last one, but it's real close.
And we still need to go to Aya to pick up the movie stuff.
Yeah, we still gotta pick up the movie stuff. I don't know if there's any other shit. Any other personal shit, I mean. At least anything that's not on hold. Wait, what am I doing? I can just teleport. Then again, it's entirely possible that Sufi's supposed to be Scottish, and I've just been misinterpreting her accent the whole time.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining
Something
interface.
under here? Are we supposed to, like, use this to go underground or something? It says go under. How are we supposed to go under? Oh, there's a tunnel over there. Okay. That's a little frustrating.
I didn't realize these Ket were underground.
Heads up. Looks like a Ket construct.
Hold on, how did this one Ket, like, end up underground if they were literally talking to the Archon, like... Yeah, like... Actually, there is no sense of time in this game.
Don't worry about it. That's the answer.
From our outposts. And an Ark escape pod. Where'd they get that?
Crap. Do you think they might have found an Ark?
We need an up-close scan.
How did an escape pod get down here?
This is the nav point Suvi gave us, but there's nothing here. Just this beacon.
It's probably a proxy to hide the true location. Whoever it is doesn't want the Archon to know what they're doing.
Oh, you gonna play the audio log? Hello?
Tirani R11 Holor. In need of assistance.
No longer aware of where it is. Dispose of it.
Sure we can't find a way to kill him again?
Okay, now what? Over here, I guess? Up? Are we supposed to go up now? Yup. Somehow. We'll figure it out. I don't know. Yeah, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Gonna let it build up boost a little bit.
Ah, yes. Planet of unnecessarily unscalable cliffs. This is a brave attempt. How did he get stuck like this? You might just have to go around.
I don't wanna.
It's gonna force you to. It would be nice if there was like a flying upgrade on the Nomad.
Look, I just gotta do it like this.
There you go.
Oh, I can't go in. Okay.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like if this game had gotten the attention and budget it probably needed to be more than, like, the sum of its parts. They probably would have added more upgrades to the Nomad, including, like, a hover.
Let's see where this beacon leads us.
And a gun.
And a gun. A gun would be nice. Ooh, titanium just sticking out of the wall.
Pathfinder, I have located another node on this network. Updating your Omni tool with the information.
Stop doing this. I'm just gonna drive. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna have to drive anyway. And it's out in the middle of the desert plain field thing, so.
This game really loves its fucking fetch quests.
Comes and goes. You've evened out the weather, but I wouldn't call reception clear. EO still feels frontier. Claimed, but not tamed, you like to say.
Are you not gonna be satisfied until you have like shopping malls or something? Like.
I was like, what the hell was that update? Was that just like somebody starting like a Mr. New Vegas situation?
Yeah, really. And this one's called Johnny Guitar. We're gonna play it 7 times in a row. Followed by 1 Heartache by the Numbers, and then 18 more Johnny Guitars.
What, not a single Big Iron on his hip?
I forgot about Big Iron.
Big Iron. I can't forget it because YouTube will occasionally just like recommend me a whole bunch of different Big Iron edits, which is like, I wouldn't say it's hell, but it's like definitely some form of purgatory.
I feel like people don't give Jingle Jangle Jingle enough.
Oh, I love that one. That was in like the advertising, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't remember the advertising for New Vegas.
I vaguely remember the trailer using Jingle Jangle Jingle.
I'm gonna jump on the bubble.
Oh, it's solid.
I don't know how that works, but sure.
It's like the bubble that was outside of Alexander. Although there was like a point where you could like sneak underneath the map and get inside of the bubble.
I can't remember what
I missed that.
I have located another node on this network.
Another one?
What
Come
is
the
that
fuck
thing?
on.
With the information.
At this point, I don't care what the cat are doing.
Like, we already know they're mad at each other. What more information do we need?
I'm gonna say, it's not like they're gonna help us.
Give their children meaningful names?
Meaningful? Of course. My name means plenty. It represents me and who I am in this world.
No, I mean, does Jal mean anything in Angaran? Warrior, or brave, or clever, or whatever?
On its own? Why would you expect it to? What if Jal meant warrior, and I didn't become a warrior? That would just confuse people.
You know what? He's got a point.
He's got a point.
The man is right.
But I also like etymology, so shut up.
I mean, etymology is definitely fun when you want, like, metaphors and similes and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh god, what was that?
I wonder if it, like, it does kind of, in a way, feel, I guess, more meaningful if your name is, like, just your name. It's more just, like, you are what give it meaning outside of somebody trying to, like, assign meaning to you.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm thinking about it a little too hard.
I mean...
This cliff might be your enemy here. Oh.
No.
I mean, you got it.
You saw me ignore a door and then just roll across the wall over it. I will find a way. I turned off the fucking traction tires. By accident. That's why I didn't make it out the wall.
The transmission is strong and unobstructed here.
You can turn them on and off?
Looks like we found it then.
Yeah, it has like an all-range mode and then like a speeder mode, basically.
Why on earth would you use something that isn't the all-range mode?
Well, because the all-range mode is just slower.
As if that really affects anything.
It affects my patience.
I thought the cat were here killing each other. Why aren't they doing it? Did he just jump?
He did a little hop.
Listen, you can't just expect to do like the fucking Fortnite wombo combo and win.
Okay, are we done? Please be the last step. I don't have patience for this anymore. Raise his hand. Can you run over people? Not as effectively as you could in Mass Effect 1. I'm really interested to see if they kept that thing in Mass Effect 1 where you can just keep shoving over fucking Death Colossus.
I mean, I would hope so.
It was my favorite part.
Exaltation lifted our ancestors out of sorrow and tribulation. This noble gift now allows us to raise others and share in the genetic bounty of this galaxy. But the Archon would
interesting phrasing of that.
has to offer.
Recorded messages?
Probably set to broadcast to the Ket.
The Archon does not serve Ket's interests, only his own. He wastes our time on the Remnant, but keeps all knowledge for himself. These are the acts of a traitor, not true Ket.
Fascism leads to infighting eventually.
Well, we found it. This looks like a comm console. It's probably what's sending out the messages.
All that work, and this is all we get?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Oh my god, it's almost like a line that represents the entire game.
I see it now. Your determination will grant the Ket dominion over this galaxy.
Not on my watch, asshole.
This posturing benefits no one. Our confrontation is inevitable, not imminent. I did not reveal myself as a traitor easily. I did so only because I seek a mutual benefit.
Getting rid of the Archon.
The Archon's obsession with the Remnant incites chaos and endangers all we've worked for. This must end.
Still not seeing how I don't benefit from chaos within Ket ranks.
Because it means the Archon lives and challenges you for Meridian, which you desire. I need only ensure nothing stands between you and your target. Once he is cut down, the Remnant will cease to be a concern. We will complete our purpose here and leave.
Exaltation. Actually, I kind of like that.
One day you will be family. Till then, fight.
One day we'll welcome you to our Thanksgiving dinner.
So you can
Please be on the lookout for the invitations, but that's not right now.
We'll need all the help we can get.
The Ket cannot be trusted.
Man, it's just like every other family reunion, really.
What exactly do I get from this deal?
Sometime soon, I will be called upon by the Archon to destroy you. When that time arrives, I will provide you with the means to disable my ship.
Or you could just leave me alone.
And should you fail to bring down the Archon, my treachery will be exposed.
Clever.
Why do you oppose the Archon?
The Archon says he will use Meridian to dominate this cluster. He says Meridian will bring us victory. We have never needed Remnant to be victorious. No, he wants more. His ambition is plain. I am not alone in this thought.
Deal or no deal?
I don't see us winning from either of these.
Not really. I mean, couldn't we just renege on it later? Does it even really affect much?
I don't know, because I don't think I ever did this my first time through. I'm just going to take the deal, see what happens.
Fine. Anything that'll help me kill the Archon.
During our next clash, I shall lower my ship's defenses and allow you to use a kill code to disable it. I have transmitted the code to the console in this room. I bid you goodbye, Pathfinder. We will not speak again.
Bye. Wait, what do you mean EOS? I got EOS to like 100% when I started playing this fucking game.
You can still earn more points because they did not think this through.
The Archon believes Meridian will bring him power.
Oh my god, okay, I'm done with these speeches, bye. Something something master race, we know.
Where does the traitor turn his gaze? Think.
There's a saying, can you
Our home is in peril.
I think this quest is done, right? Yeah? That's how this works? Yeah. Everything else is on hold. Okay, we're continuing the plot, guys.
Back to the plot. It only took us like a couple of hours of sidetrack.
Let's just go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Oh, we technically... I don't know if we ever picked up the parts for Joel's thing.
No, we didn't. I forgot, because, like, the movie night thing is, I know where to go. It's on Aya.
Yeah.
All systems green.
The movie night thing is its own category for some fucking reason.
Yeah, what the hell?
It should just be under allies and relationships, because that's what it is, BioWare.
Technically speaking, yeah.
Yeah, so... I wonder if anybody has bothered to mod this game enough to make it a little bit more bearable.
I feel like it would require so much. I mean, just for quality of life stuff, you probably could find a way to cut around like all the cutscene stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I want like mods that like cut around the cutscenes and cut around the fucking just all the bullshit. Just less time wasting, less menu navigating.
Yeah. I wonder how hard that would be to do.
I don't know. The menus feel incredibly over-designed.
Yeah, a bit, yeah. Which kind of stinks, because it feels like somebody wanted to try very hard at like, ooh, here's like environmental world building stuff, and unfortunately after the gazillionth time of watching the ship land, it doesn't get more fascinating every time.
Yeah, I just want them to like. Okay, that was weird. Remember the cat cartoon people. I don't want to do that quest. I really just don't.
I think it's the vendor. I think it's just the vendor.
I can't suck this quest. I hate it when it does this. Is it just the vendor?
I think so.
Okay, well then we'll just go to the vendors.
It's like one of the merchants. I think that it's the same one where you bought like snacks, I think for Suvi's thing?
I'll just check them all because I don't remember. Okay, vendor. Should be one around the corner. Okay.
Oops, sorry. I don't think I've actually seen that before.
you have anything good?
New clientele is always welcome here. Have a look. I'm sure you'll find something to your taste.
The sales pitch is good, but it's the follow-through that matters.
I'll let my inventory speak for itself.
Yes, let's. I didn't want to select that. Hang on. Oh, I think that is better than what I have, actually. Sell all my salvage. Maverick, Deadeye. Ngarin. Yeah, it might be worth investing in all this. What things do they have? Tech bonuses. Shields.
Tech bonus?
Yeah. I have a lot of credits. I could actually just afford to buy all this.
I was gonna say, I don't think you really bought anything for the most part.
Technically not, because from this exchange, I'm going to be getting 497 credits, so...
Holy shit.
So that's fun.
I'm not selling to aliens.
Wow, rude.
I neither want nor need your business. Go away.
Hey, Lexi, I tracked
Fuck
down
you,
some
buddy.
samples of the Angaran antiseptic you were talking about.
The Angaran antiseptic? Oh, Sumar. That's the name, isn't it?
Something like that.
Can't wait to test its applications. Thank you very much, Vetra.
Anything for the woman who keeps us healthy.
I think Vetra has a sorry fetish.
Maybe.
It's an honor, and I understand that. I'll be respectful.
All right. Everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
Automatic fire system. Oh, these are augments for armor. Okay. Do you have the thing for the thing?
You can just buy Ezo.
Hi, Charles Robin.
Hello.
You can just buy this as a material.
You can just buy it. Buy some, please.
Buy the fleas. No one will be mad at you for that.
Is it the bar guy? I can't remember.
It might be the bar.
It might be the bar.
Can we talk to Vetra? Yes, we can.
I feel so out of place here. People keep staring at me. I can't tell if they're fascinated or afraid.
Or in love.
Maybe they've all got huge crushes on you.
Ryder, that's a little far-fetched.
I don't think so. Everyone wants a spiky girlfriend.
Sure, Ryder.
Get your raw
But they can't have you. You're mine. I will fucking fight them to the death if I must. Although I gotta wonder if, like, because I know that, or at least it seems like,
Welcome to the
like, touchy-feely stuff isn't very much a Turian thing, considering that they are kind of
Not as
pointy.
exciting as fresh fruit, but you'll like it.
What's in that stuff?
In short, everything. Nearly all the food we grow goes straight into processing. We can feed an entire planet in a single harvest. Even ship some off-world.
If we used your system, we'd never have a food shortage.
If you want, I can send a few samples to your ship. Your people can study it.
The Nexus would
Appreciate
love that.
Consider it done.
What does Taviton mean? My translator won't pick it up.
It depends on the context. If
So,
it's a person,
wait.
it means an old friend. If it's a
Do
location
they have
like this,
translators
it's
for
more
us, or
a place you could
when we
bring
speak, are
someone
we
home
actually
to?
speaking Angaran?
What if you need to meet your Taviton
That's
at the
a mystery.
Taviton?
It's not so hard to understand. I'm sure your language has its quirks.
Don't get me started.
English is dumb.
I'd like a drink.
Sick animation, bros.
It was so good we had to hide it.
Listen, his bartending skills are out of this world.
That's all for now.
We'll come back anytime.
Hi, Liam.
Hey, Ryder. This place is brilliant. There's a lot we can learn from the Angara.
Pretty sure he said that before. Hey, Drac.
These Angara are stronger than they look.
Getting into trouble, Drac? Do I need to keep you on the ship?
Not what I meant. Just thinking it can't be easy to be Angara under the Ket's boot. Old Krogan like me can relate.
Okay, I'm gonna have to select that quest because I don't know where to go. Additional tasks? So this is the problem with hiding it like this. I just don't remember where it fucking goes. Helios, Tempest, there we go.
Movie night. Aya Market.
Okay, it's this way.
Hey, how's the tavern?
Ow.
Come on, Ryder.
There he is.
I just missed this vendor.
No trouble, I see. Good.
Oh, there we go.
Cobra RPG? What the hell?
Yeah, it's like a missile thing.
Huh.
I'm gonna buy it. Oh. Maybe not yet.
It's expensive.
Ooh, remnant key.
Shit.
Remnant key. Hell yeah. Less of that I have to do, the better.
Honestly, we haven't had to decrypt anything in a hot minute, but I wouldn't put it past, like, the final encounter having, like, 10 of the fucking things.
Yeah, yeah. Especially because, like, we're going to be going into, like, some fucking... goddamn fucking... remnant... shit. I don't know. I can't speak. Brain empty.
Oh, going into Meridian?
Yeah.
Gosh. Shit.
Ow. Your leg? Foot?
Yeah, it's like, it's really hurting. I've been walking around a lot today, though, so I probably should.
I think your
not have
family
been
needs
doing
to
that.
let you lie down for a day.
Huh?
I think your family
Oh,
should just
they're not doing it. It's mostly me, because I'm like, it's really stupid having...
Do they have a crutch?
Honestly, it probably needs to get, like, I probably should have a boot or something for it.
You should get a crutch or a cane or something.
Something. At the very least, I probably need to take ibuprofen or put it on ice, because it is... It's in rough shape.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Okay, we'll address it.
Have it outsourced to an intern or something. I don't have time to go back to the Nexus. Cane would make you look cool. A cane would maybe be helpful? I honestly, I don't know. I probably should be using crutches just to stay off of it. I've been limping pretty hard this week.
You can walk around like House and just be rude to people.
I mean, recently I've been pretty rude to my family because, geez
You acquired the
Louise.
components?
Yes. I'm looking forward to seeing what you and Gil put together.
He's very gifted. When we succeed, more of your people can experience our stories as they are meant to be enjoyed. Goda Tavitara. The Lulia Reborn trilogy. I'm weeping a bit already.
Sounds emotionally brutal. I don't know if I could take that
Sign
much.
me the fuck up.
Physically destroyed by a movie.
What the fuck? Where's the next step of the movie night?
Wasn't it Helios assignments?
It would have Tempest at the bottom here.
Oh. It's been put on hold, I think.
That's not helpful, by the way.
It really isn't. Like, weirdly, like, out of all of the things, movie night is probably the most, like...
I'm gonna find... just the man I wanted to find.
Liam, what's up?
Haval, the oldest new world. I like it.
What's your read on the people we're working with?
The squad
They
and crew,
cool?
they're all fine.
You must have opinions.
Your opinion's more important. What do you think of your people?
We're all struggling with a job that just landed in our laps.
It's a blur sometimes. I bet Lexi's flagging all kinds of psych warnings. Up to us to figure it out. That's why this is our ship. So we own it.
The game
Wanna
is
make it work.
freaking the fuck out right now.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh god. Budget gone. The hell are all these?
I'm sending people to go do multiplayer missions for me.
Oh, what? That's a thing?
Yeah.
Oh man, you can send them to play Apex Legends. Good luck, because Lord knows you'll probably need it. Break teams.
Yeah, they can get some of the rewards and stuff. I don't think there's anything left to do besides the main mission now.
At least for a while, yeah. Oh, good lord.
Wish you were playing Apex right now, but it's updating. Is it updating again? Didn't they just update it?
Maybe they had an issue with the patch.
I don't know. I haven't played it since before the new patch.
I was gonna say, I last played it when I played with you and Dawn, and that was before I broke my toe, so...
Yes, it was quite a bit
Feels
ago.
like forever ago.
I think it was before my training started.
Oh, yeah, probably. They're nerfing the bow. Oh, there's a bow?
Yeah, there's a bow now.
Oh, I love bow. Of course it would be overpowered on launch. I feel like a lot of the bows in Warframe are also overpowered.
Bows are still very good. That's always something weird about video games where it's like, there's so many shooters that like have bow and arrows and they're always like wicked powerful when they're surrounded by like guns.
I guess, I don't know. I have a personal preference for bow and arrows, but that's because they're not noisy and therefore don't have a lot of opportunities to scare the shit out of me. But, god damn it, the fucking pinwheel in the middle just looks so dumb.
Yeah, it's really dumb. They're also nerfing Spitfire, but we know how that goes. I tried to use the Spitfire a few times and I just don't like it. I much more so prefer like the semi-automatics. Like the 30-30.
I haven't been able to use a weapon consistently enough to figure out if I have a favorite, but chances are I probably would like the bow.
It does take a bit, because you have to actually get around to firing at something, and that actually doesn't happen that much.
No, we basically made it to number 2 in the game by sitting around and waiting for other people to die.
Who the fuck are you?
The Angara are...
Hakeem, Kerry's producer. I'm the one making you look stunning for the documentary.
We're making a documentary?
Kerry's been arrested for conspiracy to incite unrest.
What? Tan?
He's in a cell at the militia headquarters. Any chance you could stop by?
Tan.
You might shake things up.
Tan.
Tan.
It's not this one.
They freed the Peacekeeper from the care packages? Huh.
Habitation, cryo... It have to be operations, right? I mean, we've got to go there anyway, but... I don't know where the military one would be.
Where the... Wouldn't you just be in the jail cells next to Turian guy?
Oh my god, there's a mod for Andromeda that turns Ryder into a Turian? Hell yes!
You know?
That sounds like an infinitely better game.
Be very intriguing because how does it handle the like the whole arc thing then?
I got your report. Both our Pathfinder and the Natanus. What a mess.
Could have been much worse.
True. We've got survivors to find and a new Pathfinder out in the field. I'll take it. I owe you for this, Ryder. They'd still be lost without you.
There's an Asari documentarian in your cells, Carrie Tavessa.
Yes, word came down that her series
It goes along with it to make that Turian customizable.
More.
Nice!
But...
I'm sorry,
Hi,
Ryder,
Hive.
but
It's
it
been
was
a while.
this or exile. At least this way she's safe.
Oh,
now,
Hive.
anything else?
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Oh jeez, the pop-in is getting so bad.
It's getting really bad. This game is falling apart.
Hakim said they arrested
It
you over the
really is.
documentary.
It wasn't
Guess
having
I tweaked
this
the
many
lion's
problems.
tail too hard. A crowbar, some gum, a nudge from Sam, and I could get you out.
I'm right here, hero. Trust me, this is safer than exile.
You know, they've had other people in the cells. Rioters, people crying and scared. Me and my truth did that to them.
So you're just going to sit there? This is how your work ends?
What? No. Hell no. Maybe I could
Shortens
use
the
this.
landing and departures cinematics
Thanks
from the
for coming,
planets.
Ryder.
Thank
I'll also go out
God.
if anything changes.
Those are the worst. Wait for Carrie's next interview slot. From jail? I'm talking to Tan about this.
Tan,
I'm throwing you out of the initiative.
Making the game tolerable, Mod.
Hello again.
They're waiting for you.
Yeah.
Careful.
Ryder made a sentimental choice saving those Krogan. She looked at them and thought of you.
Ryder's
Please
her
don't
own
speak on my
person.
behalf.
Just admit you don't like Krogan.
The Pathfinder.
Ryder, we were just discussing your encounter with the Archon.
There was no time to save both. I had to make a decision.
Such is the burden of leadership.
Tempest landing and departure animations are cut by 80%, saving a lot of time to streamline multi-planet. Thank
Yet I
God.
have to question what we gained, provoking the Archon.
A little late at this point, but
He had a map showing the location of
I should have
Meridian.
really just looked for mods.
Now we have
I
it.
mean, to be
A
honest,
short window to get there.
you didn't remember much of
control
this
center
game,
for
and
the
I did not know
terraforming
enough of this
network.
game to realize that it
Get
had
that
such
working, all our problems are solved.
glaring flaws in
Based
that
on
way.
what data? This is all alien science.
Because, like, I
The
mean,
vault
all
on
of the,
Aya
like,
suggests
really
that Meridian
catchy,
is the
like,
key.
snappy videos about
While I
this game were
appreciate what
specifically
you've done
about,
for our
like,
strike teams, we're not
funny
equipped
facial
for a war with the
animations
Cat.
and horrible
They'll be
pop-in and,
defending
like, you
Meridian
know,
with everything
like,
they've got.
weird
This is how we beat
stuff,
them. The Archon doesn't know how to bring Meridian online.
but
He
not,
can't
like,
control the
the
technology.
basic
I
UI
can.
structure and game loop.
Vaults, maybe. We don't know if Meridian works the same way.
All the, like,
And
animations.
attacking the Ket, only to find
Mod
out you're
enhances
wrong.
damage to deal
Then
enemies
there's
with your
this
car.
Sam.
Nice.
We took a
Fucking
chance
nice.
letting AI get involved. Frankly, I'm uncomfortable.
Honestly,
with
I was
just
kind of
how
curious if there was a
involved it's
modding scene
become.
at all for
I
Andromeda,
like you,
but
Ryder. I really do. But I
Whoa.
can't support your plan.
why is
Then
this
I will.
Turian underlit?
And so will I.
I agree.
Oh, the other
Ryder
Pathfinders
deserves
who
a
aren't
chance
dead.
to try.
I applaud the gesture, but you answer to me. I hope you understand.
What's the matter, Tan?
Hey,
Don't
fuck
want
you,
anyone
Tan.
else overshadowing you?
It's not called the Pathfinder Initiative. The chain of command has to be respected. That is all.
You accidented your way into the chain of command, bud.
Why
You
am
were
I
8th in
surprised?
line.
I don't exactly have a plan B.
There may be a way.
Pathfinder, apologies. There was an urgent message for you. They said your brother is awake.
What?
Again?
Oh no,
we're
wait till he
confident
sees what I
in
did
the
to his
tech.
facial hair.
Every time we go to see... See, there should be a mod for every time you go to see Scott. He has, like, more permanent marker doodles on his face.
He has like marker drawings and shit.
Scott.
There you are.
Touchy-feely time. Don't you think you slept
That
in
was
long
a
enough?
worse hug than we
I
gave
thought it was
Doll's
Saturday,
mom.
then Sunday. Then I figured someone turned the alarm off.
With what you've been through, no one was sure what would happen.
Everything is breaking.
How are you feeling?
Oh, like the
You
galaxy's
want me to
biggest
traumatize you
idiot.
again, Scott?
Of all the stupid things to happen.
I'm pretty sure I can think of
Not your
something.
fault.
Yeah, but
Oh, I died
if I'd have been
recently.
there to
Oh
help
yeah, I died
maybe
recently.
Dad.
Sam
you
almost
wanna
killed
see?
me. Well, actually, he did.
should
He
tell
did kill me.
I'm glad
Actually,
you did. That would have been a hell of a thing to wake up to. I'll miss him. But right about now, he'd be telling us to stop moaning and get on with it.
There's no shortage of things to do.
God,
Yeah,
that
I hear
hair
you're the
and the
great
beard.
and honorable Madam Pathfinder.
Please, it's nothing like that.
I'm so glad I made him like that. It's a
As soon as I get
treat.
my gear.
Every time I get to see him now, it's just a treat.
No way
You
are
can tell
fit
he's
for
living in
duty,
the
sir.
future because
You need a
nothing on his
chance to
face
mend.
makes sense.
Yeah, says who?
I know you don't like being reminded you're my little brother, but you are. So
What?
relax,
He's the baby?
and let your sister take care of things.
If you say so.
Look, twins always say they're
More
the older
sleep for me.
sibling.
You can keep talking if
Oh,
you'd
are they
like.
supposed to be
Just
what
no
was
arm
that
wrestling.
animation error? Sorry.
Yes, that is. Okay, so Hive, when you make your rider, you can make both the siblings, right?
Will do.
You can design both of them. I wasn't gonna play Brother Rider, so I just made him look like this.
You know, for funsies.
For funsies. As a joke. And then when I transferred this file to New Game Plus for this stream, I forgot I did that, so every time we see him, it's just a treat.
He's just staring unendingly at the ceiling. Boy, if that ain't a mood.
Just thinking about how he ended up like this.
You feeling out of the loop, I imagine?
A little. Though I've
I
heard
find
bits
it
and pieces of
interesting
things
that
from
if
Harry
you
in the
just left the names as
pretty
the default for your player character, that occasionally other people would refer
Just the
to you
fate
by
of the
that,
entire
which is,
initiative. Every man, woman, child,
I don't
and
know,
everything
kind
in
of cute,
between
but it's
facing
also
certain
like,
extinction.
God, I wonder
The usual.
if anybody even cared to notice that.
Yeah.
Considering how
We'll have
many
it
people
wrapped
were
by
so
lunch.
determined to like really
There's a
fucking
race of
chomp
aliens called the
on
Cat. They're led by a scary nutjob named
Andromeda when it came
Archon who
out.
wants to turn all of us into them.
For better or
We
for
both
worse.
want Meridian, which
It
is
probably
the heart of
deserved
an
it to
alien
a degree,
terraforming
especially
network I'm
since
trying
it
to
was
activate.
unpatched.
We do that, maybe we live.
Look at my big sister being all proactive. Meanwhile, I'm mastering the art of peeing in a plastic jar.
Can we talk about our parents?
I thought maybe we could talk about Mom and Dad.
Sure. What about them?
They're
Thought
weird,
you might
aren't
want
they?
to know how Dad died.
I was going to ask you.
Habitat 7. There was this alien terraforming machine that had us stranded. Dad figured it out and shut it down. That saved us our ass.
How come he didn't have
all
to play
hell broke loose.
Sudoku?
My helmet got smashed. I couldn't breathe. I
You
was
see, he
suffocating.
actually did play Sudoku, but
Dad
he's
gave
so
me his
good at it at this point.
He sacrificed himself?
He was just like
I
jumpy
never
at the
really
end
knew
of
with
fucking
Dad he could be so
999.
distant. I guess he loved us more than we knew.
When it mattered most.
Yeah. You still think about Mom?
Yeah. Especially now. I wonder what she'd say if she could see us.
Dad talked about her before we went on our first mission.
Really? After she died, Dad seemed to shut down. He hadn't talked about her in years.
He loved her. I think he was just lost.
We all were.
What do you remember about how they met?
Well, she was in the Alliance, researching early biotic implants. That's about the time she met Dad. He was on Earth for N7 training, I think. He says he
Oh
swooped in
god,
and swept
his
her off her
face
feet.
moving without anything else.
Yeah.
Boy in uniform vibe that was
Ryder, I can't move my anything.
I guess it worked. They got married.
Paralyzed from the neck down.
I'm paralyzed from the face down.
After that, we were born. And Dad was posted to the Citadel as an attaché.
Well, I'll let you take it easy then.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how slammed I am. Got a nap, then doze a bit, then try to catch up on sleep.
Oh,
get better.
same.
Now before you find that Meridian, I want in.
I'll take pictures.
The beard is cutting off nerve signals to the body.
The beard is to seal his power, for little do we know that Scott is the most powerful writer in the game.
If all the facial hair connects, then it's doomed us all.
The Kremlin energy will really get off the charts.
What is going on here? Oh, that's the embezzlement thing. Yeah, who cares about that? I don't care. I don't fucking care.
New galaxy, new fucking financial fraud. It's fine. This is fine. How do people have money to embezzle with at this point?
Yeah, right?
Without Jean, we wouldn't be here. But now that we are here, we need to focus on surviving.
Hey, I have to go up. What's up?
This is HNS.
Okay, hang on. No, I have to know what this concerned citizen wants.
Whoa, it's the Pathfinder.
Yeah, it's me.
You're the one who befriended these strange new people, these Angara. And now they're here. On the Nexus. how do we know we can trust them? I mean, for certain.
They like hugs.
Remember, we're the strangers. This is their home, and they've welcomed us. They've earned our trust.
I guess.
Talk to them. Get to know them. See for yourself.
Good advice. I will.
Maybe smooch one. I don't know.
They do seem very lovable in every aspect. They got big families, and they just want to give you a hug. And they heal movies.
Ryder,
Be careful
good to see
about the
you.
movies.
We've
I
been
don't
working
know
with Dr.
if you
Aradana
want
and
to
her team on the
heal a
problem of
movie.
getting to Meridian.
That's true. Jarl does canonically smell very good.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm
I
listening.
forgot about that.
Its plans for new technology we've designated Ghost Storm.
Oh my god, you fucking nerd.
As you approach Meridian, our own ships can broadcast fake returns for the Tempest.
The Ket won't know which one is real. It will confuse their
Holy
sensors and draw their ships
smokes,
off.
what is with your...
It could buy
What
you some
is
time.
your lip animation?
Super exaggerated.
Lips don't
I can
move
work
like
with that.
that.
Just enough to give us an advantage.
The rest is up to you.
I can handle it, though it means going against the initiative.
It's some of that
We're
AI
alone here.
face
You didn't hear
movement
that.
going on.
Hear what? We've been collating gamma charts all day.
Guys, you don't have to follow me like puppies.
Part of being a Pathfinder.
I mean, they're all new Pathfinders. They don't know what's
Sure,
going
they
on.
pay us once in a while.
Not after this.
You'll need to research the Ghost Storm technology first. Then we'll meet you at Meridian.
Good luck.
Oh no, wait, Zaleska lived. Okay, so we're 3 out of 4 on
Largely because
Pathfinder's
Ket
normal.
technology appears mimetic, taking designs from different sources to improve their own. It is a familiar pattern.
Well, the original
Observe,
Pathfinders are
conquer,
dead,
incorporate.
but we're the new cool kids crew. So
We are the Burger King Kids Club now.
I cannot speculate, Professor. We should anticipate the Ket learning from and
Tom
incorporating
Clancy
initiative
books.
technology as well.
Oh god.
Tom Clancy Ghost Storm is the prequel to Ghost Recon.
A storm is coming. A ghost storm.
A storm of ghosts. A storm of ghosts sounds like a Witcher book
My
title.
team and I surveyed EOS thoroughly and even stopped the
Yeah,
storms.
it really does.
The rest is...
Oh Jesus Christ! Me and my aunt went to the to a Barnes and Noble recently, and she was looking at all the like YA novel titles, and she's like, they're all like book titles like something and something, like Bone and Shadow and like Fear and Conquest and blah and blah.
Pride and
I was like,
Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice. It is like interesting though, because like YA, I don't understand YA book trends. I'm kind of out of the age range at this point, but I'm also just out of the loop, and apparently all of them are like not quite apocalypsy, but they're all kind of like dark fantasy now.
No dark fantasy.
Hero?
Oh,
hello, Maddie.
Hi, Maddie.
Hi. I'm gonna be quiet for a little while because I have Raymond.
I was wondering,
I don't know. I'm sure y'all don't want to hear me slurping.
Was anything
Oh, you're all good.
out of place?
Okay.
You mean besides the exalted
I mean, we
Krogan
were
with the relics and
eating
getting jabbed
pizza
in the
when
neck?
the stream first
Why are you
started, so it's
asking?
all good.
Because a few hours ago, we received this.
Hello, Ryder. I don't think the Solarian Ark was captured by chance. If you want to know more, meet me at these coordinates.
That's all. Do you think it's some sort of hoax?
Now that I think about it, a Ket armada just stumbling across the Solarian Ark seems a little
Sounded like you. Are you trying to
Coincidences
prank
do
me?
happen, though when you put it like that. I'll put the coordinates for this meeting in the nav computer. I
Why
suppose
is
there's
playing
no harm in
spooky
making sure.
music right now?
It's a prank. They're gonna prank you.
I'm gonna get pranked, bro.
Wait until they see my sweet prank. Sam, stop my fart.
A 90-year-old Ashton Kutcher's gonna come out and go like you got.
I always have time for you.
You probably have...
You know where to find me.
Nope, nothing new.
You probably have stuff to do. Wink, wink.
Me. You have to do
the... I'm stuck. Vetra, help.
Vetra, stuff me.
I wasn't gonna go that far, but
We were all thinking it.
Eat my calzone.
Wait, is this Kalos? Yes, it is.
Time to make friends with Callow.
When the fuck is the Ryder family shit happening? We're getting pretty close to the end at this point.
Pathfinder?
I'm still a little fucked up when we did the Shadow Broker DLC and had since moved from Liara to
Garrus.
Hanging out with Garrus, and she was like, calibrations aren't the only thing he's doing, and it's like, whoa! Uncalled for? We haven't even banged yet. I think. We might have banged at that point. It's hard to remember.
We did. Because that was,
Okay.
I did the Shadow Broker thing
testing our hair
after...
trigger.
I think it was after... Yeah, I did the Shadow Broker thing after the main campaign. Because there was no time.
Yeah.
Mass Effect 2 is a time-based video game. So all the DLC stuff...
fast.
Yeah, I saved for after the fact. So we had fucked Garrus at that point.
Yeah, our guns have been calibrated.
It would have been weird beforehand where she's like accusing you of stuffing Garrus, and it's like, whoa, it's on my to-do list, but not yet. Uncalled for.
Also, you're invited. Do you want in?
Listen, Liara, I'm not necessarily exclusive. I'm looking to build a polycule. Have you heard of it?
I'm building a portfolio.
I intend to have some really raunchy orgy on my bed.
It's like a Suicide Squad, but specifically for Shepard's bed.
Oh, it's definitely a squad.
Entering atmosphere.
I get to be the King Shard, I guess.
Oh yeah, sky whales.
Forgot about the sky whales. The fucking like Avatar, James Cameron Avatar-ass sky whales.
They look so cute and flappy. I honestly forgot about them because this planet sucks.
The planet does suck, and the closest thing to that is this one, because I can jump down. So, I'm gonna go there.
How does the fast travel supposed to work in canon? Do you just like pop out of the like canister?
I don't know. I think it's just like... I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense for like the gameplay that they want to achieve, but to some extent it's also like, how do you explain that in your semi-realistic sci-fi universe? Like a magical hat situation?
Yeah. Did I just like pick the wrong spot? I'm gonna be so fucking mad. Where the hell
Oh, you might have gone down instead of up.
I'm in combat, god damn it.
You know what they say, you gotta get up to get down. But what are you in combat with anymore?
Wild
animals. Can you get away from it?
You know what they say, I get knocked down, and I get up again.
Oh no.
This is why I have a turret, so I can just auto-track.
Good lord, why is there so much wildlife on this planet? How many porcupine tigers do you need in your jungle environment? Oh, thank God.
Can I fucking fast travel now? Thank you.
Ouch. Ooh. God. Remember when this place had that god-awful jumping system?
Yeah. The fucking tower that I hate climbing every single time. that they smartly put a fast travel point to after when you get to the top because nobody wants to do that again.
Oh. Although, is there any reason to travel back to the top of it?
Only for like a few side quests, which I did, and I'm never doing it again.
Fair.
Those are the coordinates we were sent.
And that message about the Solarian Ark?
If there's truth to it, we should know.
We've got Ket!
I was gonna say we've already found the Solarian Ark. Is this supposed to be like a red herring?
I don't know what this is, because this takes place after. You get this like after doing the thing.
Oh no, wait, I think they were trying to figure out why it in specific was targeted. Because they think it might be not an accident, but instead that Ket specifically chose the Solarian Ark.
Yeah.
What the heck must the Ket home world even do or look like? It's not like they have recreation.
Might have left something. From their gear, they were hoping to capture someone.
Probably me. Sorry about that. Though, if you'd broken a sweat, I'd be sorrier.
Whoa,
You
look like a cheetah.
Major Salem Vaughn, STG, retired.
I was gonna say a gigolo.
What's STG?
I was gonna say it's the first like
field agents who gathered intelligence
like goth Solarian I've ever seen.
Do you want a
Have you heard
Fago?
this mysterious? Have you heard this mysterious group called ICP? I find them very fascinating. They don't seem to know how
a lot of people came
magnets
to
work.
Andromeda for a fresh start.
Okay, real talk though,
I'm sure
Fago
you'll
actually
enjoy
tastes
mine
pretty
when I
good
find
though.
Let's be frank.
I haven't had
There are
one
too
in a
many
long time.
inconsistencies aboard our Ark. They
I
only
don't
make
know
sense
if
if
I've
someone
ever had
betrayed us to
Fago.
the Ket. My best suspect is a biologist, Dr. Adden.
I've had their
But the evidence
moon
is
mist,
thin.
Fago.
I need a Pathfinder to verify what I've found, or I risk arresting an innocent man.
All right, I'm in. How do we catch your traitor?
I only have 2 leads left. Dr. Adden's equipment and a Ket who might be his handler. I need you and your
So is he
Sam
supposed to be like a James Bond spy? Is that what his suit is supposed to represent?
That would prove he's the
I
one.
think so. He's some sort of
What's the
spy.
standard punishment for Ket collaborators?
Although, admittedly, with the entire like face stuff,
I
like
think justice made the
I
trip
can't
out
think of anything
here.
more
Remember Dr. Adden's
conspicuous.
equipment and his Ket contact. This has to be watertight.
First thing I thought of when I saw him was the cheetah man.
Ugh, gross.
I'm in combat with what? With fucking
Yourself.
what video game?
You're in combat with the concept of violence.
Bugs.
And maybe also bugs.
Nice
Literal bugs this time.
Man, could you imagine if that was a real life issue where it's like you're just in a room and you're trying to sleep and it's like you can't sleep, there are enemies nearby. And you're like, oh fuck, is there a spider in here?
That wouldn't mean I haven't slept in several years.
Are we done? Do I have to keep fighting? Can I like
You
teleport
can't
now?
go to the bathroom because there's enemies nearby.
Oh god. Your car won't work because there's enemies nearby.
You can't leave your shift until your enemies are dead.
Just calling your boss like, look, I can't come in. There are enemies nearby.
Enemies everywhere!
Enemies everywhere! I will destroy you!
Yeah, done.
Oh, I hope they didn't. I hope they kept those lines in the Legendary Collection.
Oh god. I forgot about the voice lines from the first one where it was like the same 3 things. Holy shit.
Leaving a vial. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder.
I guess to this game's benefit, they don't really have the enemies say a whole lot of incriminating shit.
Yeah.
That
It's not,
really
well,
says
it's not like you're shooting people too much.
Not people we care about. Oh god. The lighting. And the popping.
Yay. That's some frostbite right there, I tell you what.
This engine, like, wants desperately to not be functioning anymore.
The Frostbite engine was absolutely not designed to do this. That is some
Frostbite designed to do?
Dice games and like Dice, by Dice games I mean like the company Dice, like Battlefield and stuff like that. It was also made for sports games.
Yeah.
Yeah. This seems a little bit out of its purview.
Like, EA is absolutely at fault for this. Like, they were forced to use the Frostbite engine.
Old orbit is steady.
Oh, is this Cold Planet? We haven't been to Cold Planet in so long.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna take, like, literally less than 3 minutes to just go use the bathroom real quick. I'm not even gonna, like, go and put it into, like, BRB mode. I just really have to go right now.
But there's enemies everywhere.
I will be right back.
Yeah, I mean, Aurora you know.
Aurora Borealis? Aurora Borealis?
At this time of day?
Localized entirely on your ice planet?
Yes.
It's a nice change from the 3 desert planets, at least.
Yeah. Now it's White Desert Planet.
Basically. Oh, Maddie, you missed... Oh, God. There was, like, a thing we did with Cora where she was like, look, I made dirt on the desert planet so I can grow a garden, which seems like a very bad idea. But, like, she handed some off to Ryder and they both threw it up in the air and, like, they couldn't afford sand particles. It was just big white clouds. It was terrible.
I was surprised they didn't just go like, ah, fuck my eye!
This game is like... it's depressing a bit. Probably not quite as depressing as, like, Balan Wonderworld, because, like, damn, that game makes me so sad. But...
I am back. I'm sorry.
It's weird that game has a novel to go with it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Balan Wonderworld?
Yeah. God, Balan just makes me so sad.
At least we get to see Farmer Ted.
Like,
Ted.
The artistic choice to not have there be any dialogue because you want it to be like a universal story that anyone can understand. Like, it's interesting as an idea, but it clearly, like, wasn't gonna work out, guys. Like,
not for that story.
Milky Way history. I'm coming to think
or at least not without having more cutscenes to convey what you're trying to convey.
They're the same as the rest of us.
True.
Gotta take the good with the bad.
It is kind of perplexing that they, like, spent all that time, I guess, technically making Balan build. I wonder if they were supposed to be, like, cutscenes and they were like, oh shit, we don't have, like, actually enough gameplay to justify anything.
Let's get a scan.
Get a scan of what, Ryder?
Rocks? What are we scanning? This thing?
I think that's it. That STG agent was right. This cat was Dr. Adams' contact.
And we are just...
Oh, and now he's dead.
And we are being very subtle.
Taking damage. God, I can feel the game breaking.
It's looking kind of rough on my end, but I just always think that it's my internet failing me.
Oh, it's certainly the game.
It's on thin ice.
It really is right now. It's barely holding together.
I think that's it.
We can't be on the last main story mission, I wouldn't think. We're probably on the second to last, though.
No, we're not, like, at the end, but we're getting close.
This cat has a Milky Way
I'm kind of wondering if this game is gonna, like, start crashing, too.
Resembles Solarian encryptions.
It might start crashing. I should probably save.
Seem to remember a meme that describes anxiety as continually having the enemies nearby dialogue flashing up. Pretty accurate.
Where is this thing? Is it inside that area?
Oh god, ow. I'm having a lot of very specific pain today, which is not fun. Oh, I don't know if I can find ice.
This must be Dr. Adams' workspace, the one the SDG agent is investigating.
This equipment has been sterilized with a standard radioisotope. There are trace elements of biomaterial that could be consistent with exaltation pods.
Or they could be leftovers from Aden's experiments. Both of these leads seem circumstantial. Nothing proves Aden betrayed the Ark.
Collaborators usually show more signs.
What about Hager back on the Nexus? We could ask if he knows anything.
So I guess we're going back to the Nexus? Or somewhere over here? What the fuck? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going back to the Nexus, I guess.
I don't quite understand how Northern Lights work, but can you have them over the entirety of a planet all the time?
Aurora Borealis?
Yeah.
It's time of day?
On this planet, localized entirely on this system?
Yes.
I mean, it would have to be like permanite there, which I mean it kind of is, which doesn't even make sense.
It would definitely explain why it's so cold.
It's like Nier, their day-night cycle there is broken.
In the original Nier, there wasn't even a night.
Oh, I was gonna say, does Nier have night?
In Nier Gestalt and Nier Replicant, it's explained in the beginning of the game that it's just day all the time.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought they kept that too.
Yeah.
In like the remake.
Yeah.
I blame the Warrior of Darkness.
Because I think they briefly mention it in Automata.
Yeah, because I don't think Automata has a night cycle either.
You can get almost close to night, like it's like sunsetty around the theme park, but this fucking space station looks like something specific, and I can't think of what it is, and it drives me crazy every time I see it. Stupid silhouette.
I don't know what it reminds me of. A TIE fighter!
Maybe that's what it is?
Oh wait, is that the guy?
Is that the guy with the good hair?
No.
No!
He was like over here before.
Yeah, he was roaming around for a bit. I wonder if he got
Does he get
like,
moved after a
despawned.
story point?
How are we supposed to go on without knowing where he is?
Some of these NPCs they designed are just very interesting. Oh, there he is, I think.
Oh, good.
No, he looks different.
No, not quite.
Oh, nope, there he is. He's right there.
Oh, thank goodness.
It's cool guy.
Hey! This is my kind of guy. How's it going?
Look at this man.
I've got a punch-up parm. You got a problem with that?
Why is Tan allowed to be in charge?
Why is Tan allowed?
Yeah.
You're listening to HNS, your source for news in Helios. An independent
Party in the front, party in the back. He's just a bundle of party.
It's a bloomin' onion.
He's definitely the protagonist of his own story, that's for certain.
Is Lexi's thing on hold anymore?
Broken arm doesn't lie.
Wait, who put someone else in?
There's a person in there, excuse me?
The doc says that break is a textbook case of being hit with biotics. Hard.
And they're lying too because she fell.
Did you come 2 million light years to be a scumbag abuser? Or do you
You're not looking at me. I thought y'all were supposed to be talking to each other. Oh.
I guess they were done once I stopped looking at them, I guess.
What are we doing here?
It was like they're rehearsing a play inside of a cell.
Yeah.
Listen, you guys are going to do Hamlet, or so help me God.
We just need Elcor.
Ah, Ryder.
They're
Grab a
practicing
seat.
for when the Elcor
So,
finally
yes,
arrive.
after that, the Ket Titan's security. I've only just got back.
The idea of Solarians figuring out exaltation must keep them up at night.
A comforting thought.
So you're finding out the Ket's dirty exaltation secrets?
And, if we're lucky, a way to stop it.
Why is your spine bent 45
for the
degrees?
star
You're welcome. Between us, charting the Scourge and Ryder's vault data,
Ryder, you
the
okay?
Ket will run out of bolt holes.
Traveling
darting around
600
a lot.
years in the future have italicized all the
Copy as well.
Solarians.
Anything to expand the search grid.
Still hunting down the stasis pods.
And finding them.
Just
Having a
slouches.
partner AI makes one hell
Gonna
of a
get
difference.
scoliosis that way, you
I
know.
guess I need to train a successor. and
How come
figure
the
out how to
Turian
prepare
suits are all of a sudden,
Better
like,
to find your wings as a
underlit?
fly.
Like a
Worked for us,
fancy
didn't it?
keyboard?
There's only one way to find out what kind of Pathfinder you are.
Got our
Guess
GPU
so.
lighting.
For now, friends, I need your help.
Suddenly they're sponsored
The
by
first wine
Razer.
bottled in Andromeda, sent back to the Nexus.
A good thing I brought my flask. Damn, that smells good.
Seemed worthy of our first proper meeting.
This is
together.
the weirdest, like,
If
passive
we have
aggressivism I've ever
To
been
our
a part
crews,
of.
our Sams, and each other.
Hey guys, do you want to see
May
my
we
party?
always find our path home.
Oh, where did she go?
Over there.
I think she had a party trick.
Yeah. Hey guys, do you want to see my party trick? Died.
Fucking phased through the floor. What the hell?
Now I'm back over here.
Ah, Ryder. Your pilot said you were helping Major Salen Vaughn with an investigation into Dr. Aden.
You know Salen?
Only by reputation.
Ew, I
One
hate
of
that
STG's
light. It really,
finest
like,
back in the day.
highlights all of the pores
I tried
on
to
your
help
face.
him with Aden, but sort of stalled.
Oh, that looks so gross.
I know
What do
all
you
the
make of Salem's
pores
theory
and
that
shit.
someone betrayed your people?
It doesn't seem possible. But there's
Nothing
so
like
much
the
that doesn't
high-res
fit
texture.
otherwise.
It's like I have like
reached out to Arc
it's like I
leadership.
have an eighth
The
of an
ones who
inch
woke
of
up first,
foundation just
but they keep
slathered
cutting me
all
off.
over my face.
I had an idea, but it might not be completely legal.
Hey, if we don't break the rules.
Now his face is
well,
kind of stark, but
One of
surely
those
somebody
Arc
has a good
officers
face
ran
lotion
blonde, Has an
somewhere.
apartment here. If
I
he's
have the
busy, he
texture
won't
of a
be
carpet.
around. And a quick scan won't hurt anything. Just see what's there.
Got a face texture so rough you could fucking finish a table with it. Good Christ.
What?
Don't touch me.
Is my mission? here? Search Randlon's apartments.
Time to break into some apartments.
No, you have a side quest. I don't want it.
You can't make me finish your stupid request.
Do your own requests.
I have a game to finish. And I have a Turian to fuck.
The Turian Ark has been found, but the Turian Pathfinder, Mason Barrow, was reportedly killed shepherding the Ark planetside. Former Spectre Avitus Rix is now expected to assume the role of Pathfinder. This is HNS.
Former Spectre and possibly the Pathfinder's boyfriend, because their relationship seemed...
I think you mean like very obviously his boyfriend.
Hmm?
I think you mean very obviously his boyfriend with how he talked about him.
Yeah. It felt kind of weird that they were playing so coy about it, and I'm like, listen, you can't just drop language like that and be like, they're very good bros.
Yeah.
And we're in. Definitely the apartment Hager mentioned.
Dust traces.
Why is that whole tile scannable? That's like a cube.
A big fucking tile.
Listen, we couldn't figure out how to do hitboxes in this game.
Oh, talcum powder. Okay.
Oh, he's got diaper rash.
I was gonna say, is there something
Password
illegal about
protected.
talcum
That'll
powder?
help, Sam.
Accessing. It contains financial and
It's made
personnel
of
reports.
Turians.
However, the EM signature suggests data was recently cleaned.
The plant is suspicious.
It's been watered recently.
A single fiber is caught on a leaf. It shows traces of novetamine,
A drug?
a neurodepressant reported in some Andromeda wildlife. This plant is not one of them.
A neurodepressant?
Oh, so weed?
I don't know, is weed a downer or an upper?
What are you
I
doing
don't
in
know.
my
Don't ask me. I'm straight edge.
You must be Rain Vaughn.
Yes, you're the one who saved our Ark. What are you doing here?
I'm conducting an investigation about the
What
Solarian
are
Ark.
you doing
I wanted
here?
to check a few things.
Ah, I did hear about this.
Oh, the
I was too
Solarian
busy
is
to assist. I suppose I'll have
extremely
to make
blue.
the time. What do you need?
Looks like he's
I'd like to
suffering from
ask Dr. Adden a
asphyxiation
few
or something.
questions. Do you know him
This
or
dude's
where he is?
choking him.
Oh yes, Adden's some sort of biologist. We were among the first to wake up. Difficult times. I haven't seen him since the Ark was rescued. Why Adden?
Salen Varn mentioned.
Salen? Huh, I see. If the
God,
Major's at it again,
The
this
game
makes
is
more
really
sense.
struggling.
What do you mean?
No, I won't spread rumors. You can go, but I wouldn't break into any more homes on Salen's advice.
If I've been misled, I should hear these rumors.
The Major is brilliant, but he's just been in STG too long. He's been bothering
Have
us
you
with
seen his
conspiracies
facial
since he woke up.
tattoos?
It's common in retired agents. They can't navigate a world without espionage.
I see.
Look, let's forget this happened. For the Major's sake. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Still got that planet identified,
Stay out of
Sam?
my apartment, especially when I'm doing heroin. I mean, I'm not doing anything illegal in here.
I'm doing talcum powder.
You're illegal. Bye.
No, you're out of order.
This vending machine's out of order.
Pathfinder?
No, no time. No time for Pathfinder nonsense.
We say as we do Pathfinder nonsense.
Listen, the Pathfinder nonsense we do is one that we choose to do.
It's the path that we find.
I'm not understanding what this is. Is this like Callow's loyalty mission or something?
I don't know, because we did a thing for Gil, which was basically meet my cool friend who is making everybody have babies again.
Yeah.
Which was a weird choice.
God, that fucking wording. Boosting
Me, my
the
friend
batter.
that fucks.
Welcome back.
She's literally designing, like... she just wants everyone to, like, get pregnant, I guess.
She's inventing anti-birth control.
Ah, this mission's title is also a youth novel, Truth and Trespass.
Make sure to pre-order the sequel. Lies and betrayal.
We're on course.
On course to where? Oh, right, this nonsense.
Guys, you can't just keep copy-pasting Jupiter around the galaxy. Like, I know. I get it, but like, come on, it's such a
What is with all the bump maps on these planets? That they look rugged as fuck.
I don't know.
They're almost as bad as Ryder's face.
Oh no, is Ryder's face made out of a planet?
I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if they used like basically the same displacement maps.
God.
Especially on this planet, because this planet is like, what, desert? This is desert planet number 3, and on top of that, there's like nothing here. Well, it has some of the like longest, I think, animations for fucking landing.
This quest needs to end, please. I don't know where it's going at this point.
I was saying, we made some main story progress, but I'm probably gonna have to go soon.
Yeah, you have like an hour left, right?
Like, not even. Maybe 30 minutes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, well.
Levels increasing.
Whether or not this is the end of the quest, I'm just gonna move on and do a story mission after this because... Oh, it's all the way over there. What the fuck?
Holy shit.
Damn.
Please just be the end of this fucking quest line.
Honestly, like, part of me is like, I wouldn't even mind doing the loyalty missions if they were, like, the only sub-missions we had. Although, at this point, it feels like it's a little late to be doing loyalty missions, no?
Our awkward feelings and become better friends.
Sure. Me too, Jal.
So, what do you like to do for fun?
Me.
This.
Fuck.
Yes. No. For fun.
This.
For fun?
Yes. What makes you think I'm not having fun?
Friendship is hard.
One is fun, but 4 is more.
Not shown her pointing at Ryder.
Oh my god, you know what I just realized? Female Ryder is like Eleanor from The Good Place.
A little bit, yeah.
A crashed remnant derelict. Not
That's
the
a
only one
fucking
in Helios.
huge ass relic.
What the fuck? Oh god, that thing is huge.
Bowser.
How is the map this big?
Yeah, what the hell?
It's a dessert.
I don't know if I want this much dessert.
Not too bad, you're gonna have to open wide.
Oh, the game can't handle it.
It really can't.
I don't have time for relics.
This almost feels like at this point the devs are sabotaging the fucking game on purpose. Oh, you haven't stopped playing yet, huh? Here's a big fucking ship. Try to render that, asshole.
Just wanted to do some side missions, huh? Fuck you. How dare you.
Completing loyalty quests? What are you, a fucking nerd?
Yeah, stop.
Every grain.
Oh
god.
god.
Oh god. Oh god, oh man, oh god, oh man.
You're there for a second.
Do you like how the boost sound just like kept going because it didn't register that it was off?
Yes.
Oh my god, we only have to go to the other side of the fucking world.
Wow,
Alright,
this...
here.
Maybe they picked something up. There's sand traps all over. Let's look under the surface.
It looks like
Little do we know that underneath the dunes and sand are a million objects forcing the game to chug.
Millions and millions of sand farms.
Wasn't there like a game that had like a pot in it with like over 1,000 polygons or something?
Yeah,
Something
that was
here.
14
Ink rad.
1.0.
That way.
Damn.
Oh my god.
It is on record that in 1.0, a pot in Ul'dah had more polygons than a player character.
What the fuck? Was it like a thing where it's like an intern like was given... Oh! Wow, this has become a Witcher side quest all of a sudden.
Yes, my Witcher sent Omni tool.
Basically. Who walks like this?
Yeah, hang on.
They're doing the fucking Rider stinky leg up the hill.
They're just doing a little grandma shuffle.
They got on the floor and did the dinosaur.
The trail leads right to them.
Oh.
Oh, hey, we can see them with our eyes. If only we drove literally 5 feet further. Oh no, you're gonna have to get back to the car.
God damn.
What? Whoa, no, hang on. You just see. Stop it, no!
The magical multiplying riders.
What the fuck?
Oh no, it's a trick. It was a trap this whole time. The multiplication man got you.
What the fuck?
Get fucked.
What was that?
Just want to do some side missions, huh? Fuck you.
There was...
They're actually trying to fucking make you stop.
They did that fucking... They did that fucking Among Us thing where everybody stacks together and then the killer kills... And the killer kills one of them and then they all separate. They're like, we got you, bitch.
Oh my god. What the fuck was that?
Oh my god.
Are you okay? Holy shit.
Sorry, I had phlegm in my throat when I was laughing that hard.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
What the fuck?
You won't catch me by my surprise again, motherfucker.
I mean, the best defense is a good offense, really. Are they all dead now? Did they not spawn?
I think... Okay,
There's one of them.
so I have a theory.
Wait, is that Salen?
I have a theory.
Alive. But feeling well.
When I came up to this
Pass the metagel.
guy
Let's get him back on his
originally,
feet.
right, they were all in probably preset locations. And I assumed that, like, when you pass by a certain range, it triggers something, or, like, it triggers a flag or something that says, okay, delete posing enemy, spawn in offensive enemy in, like, the same frame. And so, it probably glitched, and then kept triggering the spawn in enemy.
Oh. Because it's really only supposed to be the one guy.
Because there was, like, 80 guys.
Well, regardless, someone needs to clip that part.
Yeah, please tell me someone clipped that.
Holy
that was
shit.
the funniest shit.
Salen, what happened to you?
Oh, hi, Cheetah Man.
Salen. Very familiar for our first real meeting.
He's confused.
I contacted you, hoping one of my suspects would do something reckless, and
I
unfortunately...
even had a duplicating man by me.
I
What
imagine
happened
I
to
was
him?
supposed to vanish out here while he used my cloak device. Any Salen you
We're
met
at
was
3
Dr.
hours and
Aden in
30
disguise.
minutes-ish. Okay.
Wait, you...
I'll go back and highlight
he
it.
asked me to analyze leads that could implicate
Hey,
him.
Let me guess.
Hi. You missed something very
Aden
funny.
asked you to scan those leads.
Hello.
I suspected the traitor was hiding messages
What
on
did I
optical
miss?
encoders.
We got killed by a
Those
duplicating
messages
man.
were the
Yeah, I'll highlight
A powerful
it.
scanner like yours would wipe them. Aden
Holy
used
shit.
you and my investigation to cover his tracks. Canny bastard.
I examined an apartment belonging to a Solarian officer, Rand Lawn. The clues there led me to you.
Interesting.
Especially the tower.
That confirms my suspicions.
Wait,
If
are
you
these
could
two
come
doing
back to
fucking,
our
like,
arc.
spy versus
Aden
spy
didn't have
shit?
clearance to alter logs or affect the nav computer, yet he's obviously guilty. I suspect Aden is the front man for a conspiracy involving the Ket. He's the
There's
key
an
to
imposter
blowing it
among
open.
us. Who would have known?
Right.
Then again, you're
Except
the
Adam
one
got
with
rid of
the
anything we had on
army
him,
of
and all
dudes
that
killing
Randalon
me.
has disappeared.
Yeah, what? I mean, Zav was probably right that it was like some sort of like weird, like messed up spawn trigger, but holy shit.
I'll be there to arrest him.
We'd need
I
someone
don't
to
think
be
we've
Adam,
seen them
someone
like
neutral.
multiply enemies like that fast ever.
Send the word.
Jesus Christ. Ugh. Okay. God, what a fucking mess.
How to go back to the car.
Yeah. That's now in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, what happened to the burning ship that was next to?
Yeah, where's the ship?
Did it despawn the ship? It was like there was nothing there at all. Maybe we're hallucinating this entire side mission.
Oh my god, this whole thing wants me to go to like every fucking planet. No, we're doing the main story.
Oh my god.
We're doing the main story. I'm sorry, Callow.
Unfortunately, you're never going to figure out the mystery of the strange person who has
druids,
5 million bodies.
You're watching Toonami.
Yeah, really?
Welcome back to Animal Planet. Oh, good. Thank you.
Is that really not skippable at all?
No.
No.
You have to watch it every time?
Someone had to make a mod.
Oh my god.
Okay, any of these get off of... Wait. We have to speak to Sam. This is actually... This is one of the things I wanted to do, which was complete this fucking memory quest line.
What if it turns out you can't complete it?
It's gonna go on hold again, isn't it? There's no sound.
It's gonna be like that one achievement you couldn't get near.
What achievement?
The one that you couldn't ever get, so you couldn't 100%. Although I think they fixed that.
Well, okay, so in the original game, if I remember correctly, you couldn't get 100% quest completion until you got like the DLC for some fucking reason, which I think just like fixed it or something. I had bought the DLC by the time I had played Nier. Like I bought it at the same when I started playing, so I didn't have that problem during my playthrough. Also, you don't have to get 100% quest completion in that game to get all the achievements.
That's good.
I think you only have to complete like 30 or something quests. Oh, there's no sound. Oh, there's the sound.
She's having a rough go of it. It's so weird because even in scenes that we have had before, like, it's just... I don't know how it's deteriorating. It's literally like the code is trying to delete itself.
Yeah,
it's
I think this game is just trying to, like, die. It just doesn't want to be alive anymore.
It's just throwing exceptions and it's not handling them.
I think it wants me to just stop playing.
I mean, it did spawn 1 million raiders to kind of drive the point home, huh?
Enemies everywhere!
What if your game is haunted?
I mean, it might be.
I mean, there's like characters looking straight at you while they were talking.
What if this is suffering from like the same problem as like Cyberpunk and Skyrim save files and stuff, where it's like once you hit a certain amount of hours in a save file, it just starts deteriorating.
I feel like that would explain a lot.
An actual like meta thing a game does on purpose.
Well, I mean, in Skyrim's case, it's like more like I keep opening doors, but I don't close them.
Yeah.
And the game has to keep up with that shit.
Oh, Jesus.
That might be an interesting, I guess, game idea if you made it beforehand. You basically have to finish the game within so many hours, or else it starts deteriorating as you get near the end.
I think it's not time. I think it's file size.
The code word is
Oh god.
Oh god, your fucking
this
lips.
is the last memory your father encrypted from the final planning stages of Hyperion's departure.
This game knows you know too much.
This game is turning into a creepypasta and I'm getting
Gastus,
scared.
thanks for calling. Not a lot of people still admit to knowing me.
Oh!
I owe you. Those were good days on the Citadel.
Oh my god, Scarus' dad!
Yeah, it's Garrus' papa.
He works there now, CSEC.
And?
He says the council...
Ryder screwed my boy.
...stories bogus.
Uh-huh. But...
Not Ryder, Shepard, sorry.
Starting to wonder.
Sorry.
This threat, they're called Reapers?
Shepard's words.
Sounds dumb.
Something about a cycle, an extinction event that happens every 50,000 years, galaxy-wide. And supposedly the alarm clock's about to go off again.
That's a really well lit screen that makes it just look like he's looking at the model viewer.
Okay, why is Castus like fucking screaming from the void? Oh god.
I'm sorry, I have a tick.
Thanks, Castus.
Take care.
Yes.
Okay.
Jesus fuck.
There might be something to this.
We couldn't afford to put a background behind these people.
No, this is actually intentional.
Chaos will be monumental.
This
The
is the
switching
spookiest shit
models.
ever. I hate this FOV shit. I mean POV shit.
No need to alarm anyone. But the arcs must be underway before any fighting starts. We can't get caught in the crossfire.
What? Huh?
Agreed.
What?
Is there something else?
Years
Is this
ago,
person
you
to fucking
mentioned
change them? What the
salvation
hell?
for a lot of people.
They're just masking their
You
identity.
knew this was coming.
Oh, okay.
Something was coming. In
I
theory.
don't know, I thought you were on like a good
Shepard made it
12-week
real.
call.
And now that you're right,
The harem.
We'll need
Yeah, welcome to the Zoom call.
We're going to be all that's left of
And
civilization.
someone won't stop fucking around with the
Sam.
With the
Is
filters.
Ryder wearing pants? Like, is Ryder actually wearing
Face
pants right
race
now? Or did she
No.
not bother?
it's urgent.
No, we're watching this from our dad's point of view.
She remains in stasis.
Oh, that's
As we
right.
hoped, it has
Yeah, he's on a
suspended
Zoom
her
call with
progress
some
of her
idiot
disease.
with face rig on.
Make sure her pod is on the Hyperion. Don't use her real name.
I had that and I
I'll
turned
tell
myself
the
into a
kids when the time's
burger
right.
for like 5 minutes and that was it.
Did you have pickles?
Sam, transfer Pathfinder
There
access.
wasn't an option, so yes.
Wow, that animation didn't look finished at all.
No.
What? What?
None of this
Planet
kind of
is
What's going on with her
involved?
hat? Oh my god, what's going on?
Dad, the helmet's not on properly.
Bleh.
Bleh.
Oh, she's dead.
Mom is here? Alive?
Alec blocked all knowledge of
She
the
didn't look
Pathfinder.
alive,
I
Ryder.
now recall his directive to put Ellen into
Well, that was me. He
stasis.
was putting the helmet on.
He hoped
Oh, okay.
That's the beginning of the game when he puts the helmet on you.
until a cure could
Oh, okay,
Wow,
sorry.
He must have shaved your head for that brief moment, or maybe he doesn't see you. He always
Wait.
sees you as bald.
So, if their
Sam?
mom is still
This is the
alive,
best news
how?
I've heard in a
How?
long time.
Didn't they have a
It is
funeral?
indeed cause for optimism.
Did the kids
must-
not see the body?
It must have been
Raise
fakes or
hopes
something.
prematurely.
I don't know.
This is the reason you
They
were
cr-
made
they-
I mean, they have
cremated her
funerals where they don't show the body too now and then.
Where's
I
Mom
mean,
now?
true,
Yeah, it's
but
called a closed casket.
Yeah, closed
Right.
casket.
in a stasis pod
It
under
could be
Agent's
they
name.
could have said like she was lost at
Elizabeth
sea or
Ryder.
such. I don't know the circumstances.
The
Now
sea
we
of
know what Gian
stars.
Garson meant. That something big spooked the benefactor. It was these Reapers. What do you know about them?
A Spectre operative in the Milky Way, Commander Shepard, launched an investigation in 2183
Oh,
into
man.
the existence of an ancient race known as Reapers. According to Shepard's information, the Reapers invade the Milky Way every 50,000 years to destroy any advanced organic
Every
life.
50,000 years, I am
Allegedly,
summoned to
the cycle has
give
been
be
occurring
given
for millions of
Dash.
years.
Finally, after
Shepard
50,000
claims the
years,
Reapers'
I'm
return
finally
was
free.
imminent.
Yes.
is the Milky Way okay?
That
A
was
little
over
bit late to
600
be
years ago.
asking.
Was Shepard right? Did the Reapers come back?
Additional logs in your father's quarters have unlocked. Their implications are troubling. Your father believed
The
it
answer is
prudent
yes,
that
but
you
no.
have this information
Just say yes
should
to
anything
the
happen.
The answer is that
the
we
other
don't
games.
know.
But why was
I was gonna
Gian
say, how would
Garson
they even
murdered?
be able to find out any
Dawson's
news
words
that is
about the
recent?
Yeah,
Factor.
they left before Mass Effect 3,
Now they're moving
so...
100,000 of us to Andromeda. I hope it's all for good.
It gave
But
the
I have
AI
my doubts.
ability to do dramatic pauses.
What does that mean?
It's part of his
Who
learning
was
experience, I
or
assume.
is the benefactor?
Unknown.
So this was Dad's plan.
Alec could not live with the thought of Ellen recovering, only to discover you had died. He sacrificed himself to ensure you and Scott could one day be reunited with your mother. He was also concerned that what he knew about the Reapers and the Benefactor remained secret. He entrusted you with this knowledge. Additional logs with pertinent information are now unlocked in Alec's quarters.
Got it. I need to go find Mom.
I mean, should you wake her up? She's still sick, and technically you guys are in no position to be looking for a cure.
Mm-hmm.
When studying
a
dead...
Your father's personal logs.
Okay, Milky Way emergency.
We've just arrived in Andromeda. Before the rest of the Hyperion wakes up, I've checked our comms for any signals from the Milky Way. Looks like sometime in 2186. Everything went to hell. We got out just ahead of it. Commander Shepard was right. So was our mysterious benefactor.
Oof.
This is Paladin Command to all Turian units within range. Under catastrophic Reaper attack. Primarch Fedorian is dead. Ground units are searching for the next in succession. We'll advise when. Everybody get down!
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that noise.
Alliance personnel, please stand by for an emergency flash traffic message.
This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Stephen Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol
What the hell is
System.
threat
Earth under
condition
Reaper attack.
Saber
Say again,
1?
Reaper attack
I
is
don't
underway.
know. It sounds like a fucking Gundam.
Follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit.
That would be actually kind of sick.
Yeah. Why did we not launch Gundams against the Reapers?
Hello, Alec. This is
So
Liara Tassoni,
we're
and the year
boring
is
Western
2186.
developed space people, not Japanese people, that were developing
years
cool
ago.
shit in space.
I remember you spoke about a plan to settle Andromeda. I don't know if your arcs made it out of the Milky Way, but the worst has happened here. I'm with Commander Shepard and a brave crew. We're trying to build a weapon to turn the tide, but I fear that the civilization you remember, the people of the Milky Way as you knew them, could be gone forever. You.
Well, this would be fucking devastating.
Don't forget us.
Imagine thinking you're the last of, like, your races to survive.
Yeah.
And there's only, like, 100,000 of you each.
Of the Normandy SR2. This
We should have built bigger boats.
Signing off.
Alec, this is Gian Garson. For the record, year 2185. It's about Fulcrum. I'm on the Nexus and we're going into stasis for the voyage. Looks like you're already asleep. I'm very uncomfortable with our benefactor, and the fact that we still don't know who they are, and all these lives in our hands. I should have done something sooner. This is all very troubling, Alec. Let's talk as soon as you reach Andromeda.
Didn't you get, like, assassinated?
Yep.
Jen, I got your message about Fulcrum. It's now 2819. We reached Andromeda but have no sign of the Nexus. I have the same concerns as you. In all likelihood, the Milky Way... Well, something terrible happened there. At least the benefactor spared us from that. But why keep hiding? Something's off. But we've got bigger problems at the moment. Habitat 7 may be a bust. Finding a home is all that matters now. I'm securing these Milky Way reports. This is the only copy and I don't want it getting out. Whatever happened was 600 years ago. Someday we might break the news to everyone if the time's right. I guess we always...
Hey guys, I got some good news, I got some bad news.
Bad news, everyone back home is dead. Good news, we're alive.
Yeah. We won't have to worry about Reapers, at least until Reapers suddenly decide that they want to take over other galaxies.
Yeah, weird that Reapers never bothered to think about anything outside the Milky Way.
Clearly life is only sustainable in the Milky Way, what with Reapers' very unapproachable, very good logic.
I mean, they were coming from another galaxy, so presumably they have been harvesting other galaxies, though.
Oh, that's kind of terrifying to think about.
Yeah, like that's the idea. From what I understand,
they come from dark space, which is the area between galaxies.
Oh, right. But that also doesn't mean they can't have been harvesting other galaxies now and then, too.
Yeah.
I thought they were, like, just kind of sleeping, though.
I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, and technically in our canon they're dead, so... Womp womp.
Scott, how'd you know about the mom thing? I literally just discovered that.
Yeah, do you know how many fucking vistas I had to climb in order to find this shit out?
If you could have one person back in your life, who would it be?
Well, Mom, of course.
My dog.
My full beard.
Hold on a second. Elizabeth Riley. Her initials. ER. Are you telling me?
Emergency room?
I saw Dad's last memory. ER is Ellen Ryder. He put her here. Scott, it's Mom.
We're gonna wake her up and then her disease is gonna activate again, then she'll die.
How?
Oh, fuck.
Wow. How is this possible?
Does she have bonitis?
She had dying mother-itis.
Yeah, she has dying mother
Its
disease.
progress has been halted. Alec put her in stasis after she fell unconscious in the hospital.
This is incredible. So Dad being a pain in the ass finally paid off. I want to shake his hand. And then punch him. Why didn't he tell us?
Dad was being Dad. I'm just glad she's still with us.
Well, let's get her out of there.
She's sick, my guy.
Although Ellen is alive, reviving her would trigger the disease, which would prove fatal.
I hate this guy's beard. I hate it so much.
It's been 600 years.
God.
No
What the hell is this?
whatsoever.
Designed to drive one crazy.
The impossible beard.
Our journeys in Helios have indeed provided valuable genetic knowledge. Information that could lead to a cure.
I'm not going to give you a 20-hour mission to cure your mother's disease.
Enjoy the fact that she is still alive.
Oh dear God, no.
Will one day
The
save
first
her
step,
life.
shave your beard.
Just make sure she stays safe, Sam.
We lost her once. We're not losing her again.
My original purpose was to
I
ensure
want
the
there to be an
survival of
option to
Ellen
ask him about it. He's like, yeah, sorry, someone just like went to my beard and just like took 2 chunks of it off without me asking.
I went to the barber,
You say
but at the
someone
last
as if
minute
it
I had to
wouldn't be.
leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, level up.
Because there's just 2 spots where he's just so clean shaven.
Just like, oh, my kid got a hold of the razor and she thought it would be funny. I'm sorry.
Yara didn't have all that much hope in Shepard, huh? Apparently at the time, was Shepard still in jail at that moment? Well, no, she mentioned that she was in the crew.
She mentioned that they were preparing to create a weapon, aka the Crucible. So, I guess it's like the start of Mass Effect 3.
I was gonna say, to be fair, Liara also made the time capsule because she was also like, I'm pretty sure we're gonna eat shit, so might as well. Humanity has not finished the cure for dying mother disease.
These are stolen supplies.
It's a perplexing illness that has no real reasonable cause. But now we have like magic genome shit. Thanks to like Professor Eugenics over here.
Turns out the cure for dying mother disease is in Andromeda.
It was inside you the whole time.
This is the friends we made along the way.
How are you
Specifically
feeling
the Angara.
right now, Wombonk? In terms of time.
I actually probably need to get going here in a bit, and I also probably need to find pain medication of some kind.
Okay, we will stop here then. So I will save, and I will quit the game because it's dying, and I don't think it could last much longer anyway.
Ryder's model is just gonna suddenly lose polygons.
Yeah, I fully expect by the time we complete the game that nothing's going to function properly.
This game is demaking itself in real time.
Yeah, it wasn't like this when I played it the first time. So I have to assume that it's just like the file size for the save is just too big. Because at this point, it's keeping track of basically 2 playthroughs worth of data. Yeah. So, thank you for coming to the stream, everybody. I'm not really gonna bother doing my full outro because it's the usual crowd here, which is fine. I appreciate you guys coming. I think the only thing I'm really going to say is that now that I'm starting to settle into my new job schedule, that I'm just going to try and do streams on Tuesdays and Fridays. I thought about trying to fit in like a third stream or so on other days, but I'm just so fucking tired after work. I don't know. Like the late night streams are a fine idea, but like after doing like close to a 9-10 hour shift, like I don't want to do anything. So, and I just don't have time in the morning. So, I think we'll just do streams on Tuesdays and Fridays when I have days off, basically. Are you still good for Friday, Wombunk?
I should be currently. Honestly, for the rest of this week, there's a very good chance I might be bedbound a bit, so there's a very good chance that I will definitely be available, if only because I can't move.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much of this game left at this point. There's just like I guess next stream we can finish that Callow mission one. I hope it's close to being finished.
It's gotta be close.
There's still movie night. I don't know what triggers the rest of it. We still have to finish the romance with Vectra because there's still the final scene to it, which I think activates before you do the final mission anyway, like all romance scenes. Because I don't think there's anything between what we've seen and what's left.
Yeah, I think the movie night stuff triggers after certain markers and like the last couple missions.
Yeah. Because I've been checking the email constantly and I've been doing that stuff. I'll probably do like a quick look up before I go to bed tonight just to be sure when it ends. Or when the next trigger is or whatever. But yeah. So next time, hopefully, Mass Effect Andromeda, maybe we'll finish it. Because I'm like trying to remember exactly how this block goes. And I'm pretty sure there's only about like one stream worth of content left. Some performance mods. Yeah, I should probably look into that at some... Or just not bother. I don't know. We'll see.
Let's do the inverse. Let's break this game.
Yeah, you know what? It's been breaking so far, and it's been pretty funny. So let's just continue to break it.
Let's help it along a little.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's the genuine Andromeda experience, really.
Wanting the game to run smoothly and wanting to see it die. Part of the reason I'm streaming this game is because I want to see it break. That was like my big motivating factor, was to catch a lot of these, because like Mass Effect 2, whenever I was playing by myself, it was fine. But when I was streaming it, you guys saw what happened. Things just broke left and right. Same with like Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 3 had some hiccups too. So...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this game's really starting... Once we got past like the patch shit, like this game just started showing its true colors, and it was like, hey, here's my ugly, glitchy, broken underbelly. And bad animations. And very exaggerated lip movements. Yeah. Yeah, so Friday will be Mass Effect. If something happens and like Wombon can't make it or something like that, I'll just stream more Nier. So yeah. Until Friday, I will see you all later. It's definitely obvious what the people who played this game on day one were complaining about. Yeah, you are seeing at this point what the game looked like on day one. And that was the game I played too. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. Have a nice night, everybody. Goodbye.